That's okay. So,
I want to do it because it's funny.
okay, so we've got, everybody has woken up, they're cold, wet, and tired. The gnome has decided to try helping the Goliath, and reaches up and tries lifting the Goliath up, and it just can't. And it's confused on what are muscular parts and what are just cleavage. So. It's pretty much the same thing if you really think about it in a larger vocabulary point of view.
Moving on.
Okay, so as you guys are sitting there, you all notice a faint glow at the far end of the room come walking around, and it looks like this ghostly figure that's silhouetted in like these broken robotic parts. And it says, "I got you out. So I think we should probably find I bet you're cold. Are you cold?"
Yes.
Is that what? Okay, so those two answered.
Yeah, I'm pretty cold. Yes.
Kick the glass up to the back.
Are you cold?
Fixing the fur.
Yeah, I'm
No,
pretty
your
cold.
character.
Probably.
Just an extra big blanket will work.
I'm so glad I found you, friends. I'm so glad.
I'm glad
I thought you guys were lost.
Who are you?
I'm Tom. I'm your friend.
Hi, Tom! What's a friend?
Smart guy.
What?
You get you will now take an inspiration for playing your character correctly.
Where do I mark that?
Inspiration.
Can I just?
It's right above your proficiency
Can I-
or below.
Okay, Jacob. Can I sound like I don't believe him, but just say it's like, hey, I believe you. What's happening?
I guess.
Tom,
Kind of like.
what's up?
Oh, hey, Tom. What's happening here? Like, who are we?
How's it been?
Who's this guy?
Dream.
Who's Dream Boy?
We don't know that yet.
Yeah, actually, he doesn't even know he gets dreams yet.
That's gonna be one trippy sleep. I fall asleep.
Okay. Who else is saying something?
I don't think you did.
You were asked if you're cold.
Hey, I'm pretty cold.
This is Tom.
That's what I say.
Okay. I'm sorry. Ever since my soul was detached from my body and put in this machine, I haven't felt cold other than like all the time. And you know what? I have an idea. We gotta go back through this way. And he runs through this little corridor back here.
And I follow him.
I follow.
I like sneak in a bush form.
I think you have to actually leave bush form to do that. Because the bush is the general parts of all your hair just like clumping together.
Okay, so I follow.
I look at him with a confused face.
Well, then the lower part of his body then
Dylan's not
reveals
moving.
itself.
I skeptically follow. I look at him with a confused
Okay,
face and stay where
so we'll go around and we'll talk to everybody and we'll find out what your guys' movement is and move you from there. So your movement is, your speed is 25. You should actually have 30 because I gave you squat nimbleness, I'm sure of it. So,
That plus 5.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now you're at 30.
You're now at 30.
Okay.
So that's 5 feet to stand up. Do you want to move forward to where Tom disappeared into
Can we
the
walk between
corridor,
the two?
or do you want to walk this way? Yes.
Okay. So why can't she just walk?
If you guys want to identify yourselves, you kind of just look down at your tubes. They will have your numbers there.
Alright, well, I look at my tube.
Oh, can we assume
Wait.
I looked at mine before I followed?
Yeah.
Me too. I
If
follow.
Okay,
Tom
wait.
remembers
We'll get
this,
to you
why
in a
don't-
minute.
Why doesn't he just?
Okay.
I
So
follow Tom.
okay, you're following Tom.
Yeah.
So it's 5 feet to stand up, and then 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You're not quite through the corridor where he disappeared yet.
Okay.
You're almost there.
Okay.
So it is now your turn. Ben.
Looking around confused, I'm like,
It might burn the coating on there.
You're just gonna. Yep. Okay. Take an inspiration. So, I believe you're playing your character well.
You're playing.
It's just it's a point that you can use later. We'll go into that
It should be
shortly.
right above your stats or 30.
It's right above your proficiency.
yeah.
Are we
So
using
just one.
inspiration the way we usually use it, or the way it's supposed to?
The way it's supposed to be.
Why did I roll?
I love that.
We used to play inspiration.
And you can go ahead and move your movement.
So 5.
Inspiration used
Yep.
to be like an extra move. Like a guaranteed move.
10, 15, 20, 25,
30 would put you right next to her.
30.
You can also occupy the same square as her because she's small. All the small beings actually have that ability. So.
Yeah, according to this,
Okay,
I'm 2.5
Nicole?
feet tall.
Nicole, it is your go.
Are you staying? Are you going? Are you moving?
If I need to draw more of the map as we go, I can do that. If you guys decide to go different routes.
Not my dad.
You're still helping the Goliath. You're still trying to get that Goliath up. Just like,
Yes. Yes.
okay, so Goliath. Kazaya, it is your go.
Do you want to stand up and tell the gnome to quit?
You maggot.
Not quite, but
Tiny gnome trying to help you. What do you do?
there's this bug on you.
Take an inspiration.
I don't have a pencil.
Everybody should have gotten one. So
You sure? Just talking.
Okay, so what else are you gonna do? You're just gonna look at her for right now?
actually, compared to you, that one wasn't quite as small.
The mechanical one.
The mechanical one was 5 feet. So
Where did the Tom thing?
she's 7 something.
7'5".
It's like half her size.
Yeah, but it's not as small as a gnome.
It was like an eighth of her size.
The other thingy go? I think I missed something.
Okay, are you
It
gonna
went.
follow it?
Well, actually, since you're asking,
Could I just
we'll have to
tell
wait
her
for a
to
character
right
to do
next
that.
to her?
I believe you could interject your turn into that.
Go ahead.
So
Tell her
go
what's,
ahead
what's
and-
going on.
The Tom thing went that way. I point towards the corridor.
Okay. As the gnome points in that direction, you see her point at the human who's crawling around.
Me?
Yeah, because the human's actually in the way of the direct line of sight. So.
How did the Tom thing go into the thingy?
The Tom thing went around.
But you said it went through.
I said it went through the corridor, which is around the other thing.
Hi, other thingy.
I'm so glad you're a Goliath. It works so well for you.
I told her she'd be able to play this one perfectly. And I'm not saying you play dumb characters usually. I'm saying you can if you wanted to.
Wait.
Yeah?
One more thing. Yes.
I picked up the little thing that was
The gnome. Yes. Okay.
Yay!
Okay. I want you to make a
she's my pet now.
make a kind of a dexterity save.
Me or her?
Her. If she fails, you're going to take damage.
No, no.
Well, actually, no. Make it a strength. Just make it a strength. So you'll have
Advantage since it's so small.
no. It wouldn't be with advantage. It'd be like no. It's about controlling her strength and not hurting her.
Squeeze, not
7.
squeezing the.
Okay. So 1 damage of bludgeoning, I'd say. Just like it squeezed you a little too tight.
Squeeze me a little too tight.
So then you squeak out for. Ah! You go, ah! And I go, what? And they go,
Well, it
makes sense. She doesn't know her own strength.
Okay, so
His actual sister's real name.
Why?
Never mind.
okay, it's your go.
Oh,
Grandmas are weird.
I noticed her pick up the thingy and stick it on her shoulder, and all I can think is, ew,
So
right.
technically, are we occupying the same
You're
square?
not actually close enough. Yes, now you are occupying the same square. You cannot reach her, and actually, I don't think you can even see her. Because you have no night vision. The only thing you can see is the faint glow that left the room.
I scream out, where am
Okay, take an inspiration.
Wait.
And is that all you're doing?
Wait, so I'm basically her eyes since she doesn't have dark vision.
Yes.
I? I sit down. I sit down afterwards.
Okay.
Well, you're really good friends of opposite sizes.
Which is ironic because the biggest flaw of Stardust City is sizeism.
Wow. Thus beginning politics.
Yeah.
Huh?
Okay,
What
so
are
then-
politics?
I got
To fight against sizism.
10 inspiration.
No, you have one inspiration.
You gain one. Maybe you put one there. I mean, no, wait.
It's the inspiration slot.
Yeah. I was looking
Not
at
in the
initiative.
initiative.
That's a point that you can expend later to grant you special abilities. It actually will grant you advantage, or
Inspiration is
if
right
you have
there, and it
disadvantage,
gives
you can choose
advantage on
to.
rolls at some point, so you announce it beforehand.
No.
And it can help you later.
It gives you advantage or standard if you have
do something
disadvantage.
Funny, or if you do something.
If you do
very
something-
creative with your character,
If you do something
you'll give
correct,
out inspiration.
like you have to play your character well to gain inspirations.
Okay.
So far, everybody's doing great. So.
Wait, Jacob, does that mean that me and her have to work
We're
together
working
since
now.
she can't see anything?
I'm sorry.
Wait, you can see.
I don't want to sound judgy, but I'm the DM. I can't just
But she
bullshit.
can't because she's a Goliath.
Yeah, because it's a
Well, I'm sitting on
Okay,
her shoulder,
who are
so
we
I can
on?
tell her where to go.
All right, Hugo said.
What did you do?
I don't have any night vision, so I just sat down after saying,
Okay.
Just sat down.
Where am I?
Can
Okay.
I pull out somewhere near me?
Yeah.
And he's.
I imagine. We'll wait
he's
till
the
your turn, though.
Dragonborn?
Yes.
Okay, so you know you're a girl, right?
I don't want to yell it out for inspiration.
You need to kind of play up
Aiden?
on that.
Me.
Get back to.
It'll be hard for us to
I'm gonna
understand
go
that
back
if
to
you
my
don't
two.
sound it.
Okay.
oh,
But really skittish because I'm like going around people's
I'm
like.
still scared. That's why
I
I
don't know
screamed
who
out,
you
where
are.
am I?
Okay. I don't remember which tube was yours.
It's the lion.
Oh, okay.
But I go back to my 2 to see the number.
Okay, so you go back to your 2. You see your number. Make a perception. Do you have night vision?
Yes.
Then you make a normal one. You know what? We'll give you. I guess we'll give you advantage in this case, just because you apparently know that there's something there.
Alright. 14.
Okay, so you see your number. It's the name that you have.
Alrighty. And then I just skittishly just like walk past people. It's like, and then go through the corridor.
You can only make it here.
Double the speed.
You were too tired
You're
to.
still too
Dang
tired.
Well, I'm heading.
Did you read how to make that actually happen? It says if you utilize it, you can't use it again without spending a turn without moving.
Yeah, I know that.
You have not yet spent a turn not moving, unlike everybody else.
And you're still too
You
tired.
immediately moved as soon as you woke up.
Oh.
Which makes sense with your character. Because you are a cheetah. So.
I don't English well or good.
I yell out to
Well, snow leopard.
female Hugo somewhere near me, and then I attempt to follow the glowing thing leaving the room. I don't think I'll get far.
What are you yelling out to Hugo?
Somewhere near you. You may now make a intelligence save.
And I can't see.
If you fail it, you can move an extra 5 feet.
Me?
Yes, you.
Wait, if he fails it?
Oh,
luck I failed it. It was a 3.
And what is your charisma?
11.
Yeah, you failed. So you move another 5 feet, and you are now scared of whatever that voice was. You literally, you're cautiously walking through the corridor. You get almost there, and then you hear somewhere near me.
No, that's
You're
why
a
I was
cat.
acting skittish. I was like,
Yeah, well, it just scared you.
ah!
Okay, do I?
Okay, so 5 feet for standing up,
Yeah.
and then you have a 30 foot.
Yeah, I went to that.
So
You're what?
10,
Male.
You're a what?
15.
A back.
Sound like cat.
You got further than everybody else. You may make a perception.
Jay. Jay, can I have the
Ethan,
I rolled a 9.
what race is hero?
He's a dragon boy.
It makes sense for being human. You can see 5 feet in front of you. It's still a corridor.
Well, thanks.
Wow.
Except
That's
I'm-
so nice.
Such that. What?
I'm not.
My turn?
Yeah.
Oh,
And
He's a
that
cheetah.
I already stood up, right? Or do I
Yes.
have to stand up from being in the bush?
Oh no, yes. You would have to stand up because you bushed immediately, so you just kind of went into fetal position.
Okay, so then that's 5 feet, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 30, so then it would be 25.
There's something there.
So there.
No, there isn't, dude.
Yeah, you can't squeeze your way through there.
The
Yeah.
entire
I can't.
What size
I can't
did we give
fit
you?
through there?
on their
What
chest.
size did we make you?
Unless it's an adolescent female, then it's a man.
My weight is 225.
No, I mean height.
See, then it's height.
Height?
Yeah.
6'4".
Yeah. You look down into the corridor. You notice it's so full you can't squeeze yourself through until
Okay, then
it clears out a bit.
I scream and say, "Why are you guys blocking the freaking corridor?"
Okay, you're muscular.
Okay, I'd like you to take a inspiration for that one.
Okay.
Because you are an
You guys were
anger,
all just
right?
asked a question.
Yeah.
You are an anger, correct?
Yeah.
We were all just asked the question.
Yes.
Sorry, we were fighting.
Repeat
over
your
Well,
question.
not you two.
Was a
Not
male
us
or
two?
female?
Not you two, the rest of them.
Oh.
And then that's my turn.
Why not us?
So,
Why are you blocking
Because
the
you're not in
corridor?
you're not blocking the corridor.
we're
Oh.
heading out, bud.
An
Wait,
anger
who's
just
that?
screamed at them. That's still.
My
me.
sin
That's
is
Dylan?
I know.
Okay.
So
It's supposed to be a red panda humanoid,
What's the
Yeah,
question?
I know what a
That's the
reptile is.
closest we got.
but it's our
What's the
fox.
question?
What about the
Figure.
panda? Don't you guys have a
We don't know
panda?
what the question
Yeah, but that's a panda, not a red panda.
Oh,
A
yeah.
red panda is more like a fox.
Yeah, never mind.
World's
With
Firefox.
Oh.
Okay,
Why is it blocking the corridor?
Yeah. Anybody answering? Anger.
There was
Because I can't see. We're following Tom.
He's like, I've tried too. No, go ahead and say whatever you're gonna
I
say.
want to do.
What
I'm
did-
done.
Okay.
I go to Hugo's character because he asked where he is or something.
Okay.
So I
Do you have night vision?
Yeah,
Okay.
60 feet.
Why are you saying night vision or just dark vision?
Walk over to him and
It's the same thing.
well, her I should say. I walk over to her.
It's not exactly the same thing because dark vision is only shades of gray and black and white.
We're
Well,
somewhere.
night vision you see green.
Okay.
Since Hugo's character came out, I picked my friend.
What are you doing?
Somebody.
Okay, take an inspiration.
Hugo,
Using your
you
flaw
just got
right off the bat.
flirted. You just got flirted with.
By Dylan.
What's your flaw?
By a foxy humanoid.
Little,
Wow.
tiny, foxy humanoid.
About the size of a halfling. At this point, you see these cute, beady eyes of like a fox going, we're somewhere in a cave.
Underground.
Response.
For someone who wanted to draw a female, you're playing a female very badly.
I'm a male. I'm still learning.
Still learning? When did you start?
Like,
Just now.
Okay, at this point, I want all of you, except for the Goliath, to take 1 damage of cold damage.
I have my bush fur.
Yeah, but it's wet fur.
Wait, what? What's that?
It's just 1 damage. So your HP here, just turn it into a 9. Yeah.
Is the Goliath too big to get?
Wait, everyone gets damage or just
except
Everybody except for the Goliath, because Goliaths are climated to cold climates.
she'd be.
What about me? I'm on her shoulder.
You take it too.
Okay.
The Goliath and the Triton. Because Tritons can resist cold.
Do they have that ability?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, then Triton's fine. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
I remember writing that down.
Oh yeah, resist cold.
Yes, so that would be...
So you don't change your HP. You do.
Okay.
Okay.
You're welcome.
And with that, it is now your turn. You can move. You can do a bonus action and an action. So you can
I remember writing
do
it down.
basically 2 things and move. Your full movement.
Right, well, that's why I don't volunteer to do anything.
Oh, I need to breathe. That's what I'm doing.
So you're just kind of gonna...
I do want to actually,
She's down the hallway.
right, yeah.
So you want to just keep going
Because-
down the
That
hallway?
is true, but it also depends on the type of
Hugo.
Just want to slide
What's your,
forward a little bit.
Sid.
What?
Your Sid.
No, I'm just kidding.
There is an ability to move cautiously, which is you move half your movement, and now you're moving cautiously.
Yeah.
So you can utilize that ability.
Oh no.
Okay.
So just half your movement, so that's 15.
Okay, I'm sorry.
So 15 squares. So you can move, or 3 squares. You can move 3 squares, going slowly, which would land you
Wait, what?
here.
It's too late.
Yeah. Okay, alright. Let's do it.
Okay. And now you can make a perception to see around this room.
Well, Isaac, I guess
So-
there's no way to stop this ship from docking.
Oh yeah. Okay. So do you want to make a perception roll?
Yes.
Okay. So that's 1d20, and then your perception, which I think is 0. You see, since you have dark. Oh, you don't have dark vision, so you can see 5 feet in front of you. No, she doesn't. She has a. She's half.
Yeah, she's the ghastly halfling.
So you can see 5 feet in front of you. You notice the corridor now opens up, but that's pretty much all you can see.
Alright.
So it's now become a bigger room. I imagine you're probably like walking along the wall, and you notice it moves.
Okay.
Your
Alright.
D20 doesn't.
Okay.
Alright.
So now it's your turn.
What were we saying about him last night?
Oh, and I want you to take inspiration for trying to consider what your character would do being a slot.
Wait, what?
I want you to take an inspiration point.
Oh, okay. Alright.
Aiden, are you okay?
Oh, we were saying
No, he put them
Still
Are you guys
somewhat
paying
cautiously following along.
Okay, so do you want to actually use the cautious action, so move half your movement instead of full?
Or do you
Yes.
Okay. So you can move.
15
Where are you?
Right here.
You're there, so.
5, 10, 15.
And you can also make a perception. I believe you don't have night vision, so or dark vision, so it is again disadvantage.
Why is Goliath walking to me the same as a human?
9.
9. You got a little better, but again, you still notice that the room opens up.
They have to
I
move
imagine you
their
were
legs
walking
way
along the
more,
wall,
so
and
it's
you notice it dips away from you.
Creature to move their legs,
So.
then a smaller creature.
Hold on. What book has
So
Goliath?
it evens
It's
out.
Volos.
I sent it.
You might want to just keep that.
Yeah.
I want to get that book.
Our game store is the one is Orc Slayer. This is where we usually get everything. Everything's under MSRP.
Under MSRP. Online is too.
Yeah. That's true.
Yeah, the 3 books beyond the player's handbook that I'd suggest is the Volos, Xanthars, and now the Ravnica. So, which is the extension pack that just came out.
Okay.
It's the one
Is that the one
it's
that you
like
just got?
Magic
Yeah.
the Gathering mixed with D&D.
It's my turn now.
They all have playable
Yes.
races and like different class
You're still on
upgrades
Keziah's
that you can
shoulder.
do.
Yeah, I'm still in the Goliath.
But you're her
Wait, there's
eyes.
more playable
So you
races?
can. What do you want to do?
There's new ones, yeah, like minotaurs.
But don't we have to work together because of the fact that
You need
whatever
to-
I do affects her?
Yes.
Yeah, you can't get down right now.
Yeah, I know I
Without my
can't.
help.
So you guys can cooperate your turns.
Yeah, okay.
So basically what you're gonna do up there is you're gonna whisper in her ear, walk forward 5 squares.
Don't use his voice. Make your own voice. Because
5 squares,
his
precisely.
voices are weird.
I'm pretty sure I sat down.
Yeah, the Dragonborn has not moved.
She's sitting down. The Dragonborn is sitting down, and the panda's flirting with her.
Yeah, that's them too.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you guys are okay.
So,
I have to be mad.
where do you want to go?
Not all the
Out?
time.
No, not all the time. You are
Yeah.
quick ting.
Yeah, and he thinks everything's personal. Like personally against me.
You
Hoping
I think yourself kind of like Drax
Yeah.
from GuardHeaven's.
A skating thingy.
Scary thingy.
Well, let's go help the scaly thingy and fluffy thingy.
Scaly.
Okay, so
They're gonna move towards
Wait,
the.
I'm glad as a character I'm not there.
move 20 feet to the right.
Yes.
20 feet that
Okay.
way.
20 feet.
do the triple move
His. It'd be his in this
I
case.
said that. I corrected myself.
Yes.
It's right.
This is an
How
interesting
is the
set of
biggest
customs
problem
that we've got
besides
here.
why not racist?
Okay, so Hugo, it's your turn. As this is continuing, you notice this big, like, almost looks like a stone statue of a woman is walking towards you. Like, this is really vague. You can barely see it. It's like these are all shadowy forms because you're in darkness.
Still, but you're kind of still looking at the panda that's flirting with you.
Yes. You imagine yourself better than everyone, so how would you play that?
It's like most millennials.
It's up to him how he plays. That's not that's not necessarily what pride does. So
No. Pride is more like pride in
Pride
yourself.
is meaning like you think you're better than everyone.
Yeah, which
Yeah,
literally
which means
just look at the definition here.
Have you
Think
seen
about
Pride
what
and
that
Prejudice?
person did. No,
You're
you're
Mr. Darcy. No, actually, she's a female, so she'd be.
Afraid to say so.
So
you keep
thank
saying
you,
you're
Elizabeth.
better.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's
so you
pride.
see a giant woman coming up to you.
But you're still focused on the
fluffy thing.
Flirty thing.
the fluffy thing that thinks that you're actually super awesome and is flirting with you.
Yes.
So you gotta point out, like, oh yeah, I am, right?
Yeah, I am. I know I am. But what is that?
What's this thing? Exactly what she said.
What is that ugly?
Okay.
You gotta pull
I'm not. I apologize, but I can't give you inspiration for not making up your own line.
Yeah.
But good job.
I know.
Good job. So
But you'll get there.
I'm getting told what
I know I'm passing this. but
they're just
what
trying
is
to
that
help you.
Pride is a hard thing.
They're just trying to help you. How is pride a hard one? All of you have pride issues. All of you.
Hey,
Play you.
Oh, yours are
Mine is greed.
I can
Jacob, mine is greed. I'm hoping
I
by
can
helping
envy.
people
So I get
that I
jealous.
might get something in return.
Probably,
jealous
yeah.
of people's abilities.
I imagine that's how it will work.
Yeah.
If you play it that way, it's going to be a while before you actually get the inspiration for doing it. It might be a while before you get the inspiration for doing it, though, because that will have to play out.
Okay.
Well, of course I'm gonna navigate that are
So
mine
they're just-
whenever
I
I'm
like that.
He's asking. All he's doing is asking.
I
He
get
hasn't
mad
moved.
because I wanted it.
Move on to Aiden.
Since they got it, it's personal.
Aiden.
Me?
What you doing?
Alright, just keep going. Terrified and skittish and shaky.
So half movement.
Why not?
Okay.
15.
Why Why are the walls 5 foot thick? Isn't that 5 feet?
That's not a wall.
Is it 5 foot? Yeah.
Oh, that is a wall. Some are 5 feet, some are bigger.
Whichever one, Chris.
Some are
Is
smaller.
it future? Oh, it's my turn. Where am I?
You?
Right next to Aiden.
You're right there.
Yeah, you're right next to the cat person.
Who's like.
The cat person's like hugging. The cat person's like hugging the wall right now, and all his fur is standing up. It's just like.
Wait, who's here? Wait.
We have an epic version of the Goonies, is what I've decided.
I'm gonna. Well, how close is he to me? Like
Literally, he's yeah.
Be a jerk and scare him.
Yeah. I'm gonna turn around and be like, hey, what's wrong?
Pet the person.
Okay.
No, just like slowly.
Wait, what?
Like you're going to start petting him.
What's your name?
Hot envy.
What's wrong?
2 envies.
And then I'm like, okay.
Yeah, there's
and
only
then
7
I
sins,
turn
and I
around
made
and
12
keep
sheets.
walking.
So
I turn around and keep walking.
okay.
Are you gonna
So
walk
half
away?
Isaac,
full
you
or
turn
half?
around and keep walking, or
Did I play that off?
Technically, once you try to get away
you turn
from the scary
around and
thing,
keep walking.
Yeah, because I turned backwards.
It's just we're all compressed to the corridor. Like.
Okay. Go ahead and make a perception with advantage as Tom is working on getting a lantern lit.
Well, and then
Put Tom back in the room now.
this and scare him so he goes like this and pretend he's up.
7.
It was 17.
Oh, 7.
Then actually, it would be you had 1 o'clock here and you just go
7.
like this to hit whatever.
No, it was a 7. Stop
It was a 7 and I
lying.
went to touch it and it flipped and it went to
Stupid.
I'm saying what actually happened.
Stupid.
These are.
Hey,
This
wait.
should be dry erase. The markers are wet erase.
Can I roll with a triple advantage?
wait, don't we still
Triple
have one
advantage.
behind here?
Yeah, because my
Because
inspiration.
dry erase becomes permanent.
No, you can't up it further than advantage. No.
Triple advantage. What the heck?
I don't know.
Disgusting.
I guess the triple advantage would be roll 3 dice and then take the highest. But that's not a thing, so you don't need to
So what you do?
I rolled a
7?
7. 7.
Wow. Despite the fact that you can see, you notice figures of like bookshelves and counters and tables and stuff scattered throughout the room. Somehow you managed to walk right past a couple of barrels without tripping over them. And now you're just kind of like, you can't tell what's on them. And for some strange reason, you actually know what these things are.
Okay, question. How much do we know and how much do we not know? Like,
Okay,
do we
which
know
one?
what?
Like, you should, honestly, you should. Yes. You should know how, like, you have knowledge implanted in your mind. So you know how to act like a human being-ish. Like social behavior, not exactly.
So,
You know common, you have advantage on learning your race's language, and you know all the celestial gods of the Sword Coast.
okay. So I have all knowledge of the gods. I know.
Of the Sword Coast, not of Nightguard.
And then I know basic human knowledge. Or, well, basic
Yeah.
being knowledge.
Yeah.
And I know my race's language, so.
Well, no, you have advantage on learning it again.
I'm a human.
So it's common.
Oh, then yeah.
You just would get advantage on learning another language.
No,
No.
Because
he just gets to know common.
He's Dream Boy. He doesn't need another language.
I have my dream.
But wait, doesn't your thing say you can learn another? Yeah.
Oh.
That's your protege.
Yeah.
That's not actually an ability to learn things. That's going to come up with his dreams.
Prodigy?
Isn't it Prodigy?
Prodigy.
Yeah, okay, whatever. That's going to come up with his dreams.
So there are bookshelves and barrels that I can see.
Yeah, but you can't tell what's in them or on them.
Okay.
I'm good then. You go to next person.
By the way, I didn't tell you guys, but the things that were grabbing you were these big guys. So pass that on, please.
You told me.
The big guys in the middle were the things grabbing you guys.
Is it my turn?
Yeah.
Yes.
So can I fit through this area right here?
Yes, you can fit now because they moved.
Okay.
And this is what Tom looks like.
Wait.
No, this is what Tom looks like.
Yeah, 3 years ago, that's what was grabbed.
This is what Tom, the guy you're following, looks like.
So would I still be blocked right there? If I try to walk through there, would I get blocked?
You can shove them. You can deal damage to them.
I wasn't planning to deal damage, but to like...
It would deal damage to shove them out of the way. You'd be like, get out of my way. It wouldn't be a lot. It's just like a knock on the head.
Okay.
Just call her.
Okay, I'll start walking through, and then I'll be like, finally they're out of the way. And then I'm like, then I see them there, and I'm like, you're still here, and then I push them out of the way.
So is Tom considered a creature, yes? He's considered a creature, yes?
Yeah, he's considered a creature.
So, like my next one, could I try?
What?
To be honest, I was expecting more Tom.
Could you do the telepathic communication with him?
Yes, you can telepathically communicate with him.
Okay.
He's not just a robot. What he is a humanoid soul was put in a robot.
Okay.
So yes,
Okay.
magical communications are allowed.
Okay.
Ben, Angela, and Aiden all take 3 bludgeoning damage as the bugbear shoves his way through because he's just mad at you guys for being so slow.
Me.
Wow. I see how it is.
You guys were too slow.
You guys, did I scare the
It's a
crap
bonus
out of
action, so once it comes to your turn, you can do it.
Is okay.
I'm ahead of
Well, sorry that my flaw is
It's
anger.
what you do is you roll a die, and you get to.
Yes.
Oh.
So yeah,
Did I scare the crap out of Aiden in the process?
yeah.
Yeah.
You'll when it comes to your turn, you can use your bonus action to heal.
Okay.
So
Did I scare?
and it will be a D10 and plus your fighter level, which will be 1. So whatever the dice.
Did I scare Aiden in the process of shoving him?
Probably. You came rushing through and slammed him into the wall.
Because it's not scared like 3 times, you just take one damage for that.
Not yet. If he keeps getting scared, he's going to take 1 point of his sanity off.
Let's keep scaring.
Yeah, I'm starting loading.
What's wrong, guys?
Okay. I think.
Okay, one, I'll just look at you like, what the heck is wrong with you?
You can't change your behavior now. You have to actually gain.
I would still be scared, but I would look at it, I was like, what the heck is wrong with you?
I don't know, ask Mom.
Okay, so you went. So it's your
All
turn.
paranoid and crap.
So
You guys.
Oh, wait. You get a perception. You're in the room. Advantage. You can see.
Perception. I'm not going to this time. Yeah. 16.
Okay, so you notice some armor and some basic weapons and clothes on these different shelves and things.
Can I reach like the clothes and the weapons and stuff?
Yeah, you're close to the barrels full of weapons.
Okay, I look at the I look at the
You get to randomly draw something. Do you want to do that?
yes, I'll randomly draw something.
Okay. Okay, so that's a short sword.
To have right now.
You pull out a short sword that's like it's not in good condition. It's very broken. It won't do a D6 of damage. It will do a D4
This
instead.
is you?
Yeah.
A short sword looks like a butter knife to you.
it's proportional to the character.
Is this a dagger?
So
Not in this case.
Not in this case.
What is this?
No, a short sword to something like that would be a butter knife.
Can I throw it at the ground and pick it up?
Yes, but this is your last
It
drop.
would be a dagger size to hit.
Okay, so you threw that on the ground. It lands close to the halfling, and that is a longsword. Also broken, but
Yeah.
So it's
it
Is
will
like
do
an average sword?
it will do a D6 because a longsword I believe does a D8.
But if you use 2 hands, it'd be D8, because that's...
Yeah.
Okay, so then I'm done.
Jacob. Who's the halfling?
Angela.
Okay.
I don't think he's trying. No, I'm driving
You're getting there.
the back seat. Human.
Just letting you know, I don't think the recording can hear you at all because you're so quiet.
Thingy.
Bugbear, yes.
And
He's basically a goblin with really long arms and super hairy.
Red Panda
Trash
Man.
panda.
No, he's not a trash panda. He's the red panda.
He's the Red Panda.
Trash panda.
The one that's usually like scared of the rocks.
Okay, so that was
Okay, stop with the lighters now.
So, I'm gonna look at the dragonfly and I'm gonna hey, my name is it's Fluff.
Okay, don't have a
Fluff.
name.
Go ahead and write in your name now as Fluff.
What's your name?
I'm Fluffy.
Okay, Hugo, you were asked a question.
Yeah, I'm more worried if she was choking just now. Not.
Yeah, she's
Fluff just asked you what your name is.
because he introduced himself as Fluff.
Because I couldn't remember
I
my
don't
name. I
have
was
a
like, my
name
name is.
that I know of.
Okay, so you're taking intelligence to this, okay? He replies with, I don't have a name that I know of.
I'll call you Belle. Because you're my beauty. And I'm the beast.
Wait, what did he say?
Okay.
I had to interject a movie reference.
Well, I don't. He's a gold
I don't
dragon.
think I heard that right.
It works.
works.
It does work.
Okay, so, you know, he's the little
Yeah.
panda thingy.
She's the
She's
dragonborn.
the dragonborn, okay. He walks up to her, hi, my name is
Fluff.
Fluff. What's your name? I don't know. I don't have a name yet. And how did you put it again?
I was like,
I'll call.
I'll call you Belle, because you're my beauty and I'll be your beast.
You don't even know that movie.
Well, the character doesn't. I had to interject a movie reference somewhere.
Okay.
Okay.
It works.
Still with the group.
Now we're to you. You are now in the room. You may now make a perception to see the room around you.
There is some light.
Yes.
Wait.
So there's no modifications. It's just a straight perception.
So I guess his name is not that. Or her name. His name.
Well,
His name.
you call.
I mean,
Yes.
But that's not
But I want to
necessarily-
speak telepath. Quite
It's
with
like
No.
it's like she.
Okay. So you can see Tom. He's over here. And you can speak to him. What do you want to say?
Pride. Remember your pride,
I
man.
want to know if she's telepath room.
Okay, so Tom somehow in like this stuttery voice that's full of like gears like turning because like you're in his head too, and so it's very noisy in his.
Okay.
I'm not worried.
He replies with, I don't remember how to get out, but I suggest you get clothes and there's a short sword next to you. That might help. So now you don't have to do the perception. So that was a pretty good one. He described the room to you. There's a short sword there, and there's literally clothes in this like cabinet next to you. So
Okay. That's your post.
So there's clothes and cabinet right next. There's clothes and a sword right next to you. So to help protect yourself.
I'm still keeping my number there though.
So are you gonna pick them up?
Yeah.
If you notice,
okay.
my character-
So as an action, we can say you picked up your sword and found some clothes that would fit. I'd say you pulled out a heavy shirt. It won't affect your AC at all, but it also won't affect your dex, which heavy armor usually would do.
Yeah.
So you just get you just have something draping over you.
Okay.
If you walk over to a table, this table, you'll be able to grab a belt and tie that around, and then put your short sword on that.
Okay. All right.
So right now you
Your
have-
short sword will only do a D4, not a D6 of damage because it's very broken and wrecked.
All right.
Okay, so you now have. Where is the?
Items a go here, and then your
Okay.
attack is down in the last page.
Okay.
Weapon.
Okay.
Weapon and attack. So there, you say short sword, and then it's 1d4.
I'm sorry, what?
So 1d4,
Okay.
and plus your dex modifier, which I don't think you get 1. So plus 1.
So,
Plus
Plus
1.
1.
plus 1.
Yep.
Okay. And then over here, you're gonna want to put your shirt. Here.
Heavy shirt, right?
Yes.
Okay.
There
Alright.
you go.
Okay.
That's what you have
You
now.
now have movement. You can move over to the table. I suggest.
I will do
You
that.
won't be able to pick anything up yet, but
Okay.
it's your
Alright.
turn. Okay.
Okay.
That's wait, 1, 2.
And she has the movement to get there.
Okay, yeah.
She has more than enough. Okay, so it's your turn, Ben. Perception.
Yes. Very good.
I don't see shit. Barely see.
Well, the good news is you're actually right next to the barrels. You notice a barrel with weapons sticking out, like handles.
Oh, cool.
You can go ahead and try pulling that out if you want.
Sure, I'll pull one out.
That's random, so...
Yeah.
That one is a sickle. So it's actually a D4, and it's weirdly shaped. It's actually a reaping tool, but it's finesse, so you can use your dex or your strength modifier in your attack.
No.
You can put it back, drop it.
I'll put it back and look for a long one.
Okay,
Something long.
make a investigation check.
Investigation. My dice suck today. 4.
Okay, so you find a long staff in the barrel on the other side. So just a
Can he
staff.
use his inspiration on that to help?
That's not how inspiration works.
Okay.
You have to choose to use that before the roll.
Okay.
So
Okay.
you'll just have to make your movement, and then you can pull that out.
Sure. Yeah, movement.
So it's in this barrel here,
Okay.
and you pull that out. That does a 1d4 bludgeoning,
1d4 bludgeoning. Okay, let me
Yes.
write this thingy down.
but it has a reach of an extra 5 feet, so you can reach somebody 10 feet away.
Okay. So what was the weapon again?
Long staff.
Dylan, you do not.
I got a long sword.
Yes.
Okay.
A long
Put
staff.
it back, please.
1d4 bludgeoning.
1d4.
And I think that one would be a dex weapon, not a strength.
The longsword's 1d6.
Yeah.
Yes. And with 2 hands, it will be a 1d8. 1d8.
Oh, sorry.
Because it's down.
I forgot. This is a broken weapon. Not a normal.
I don't imagine your staff will help much against a
Going
Slashing,
through
right?
Dylan's wallet.
Is it slashing?
He's trying to clean him out, and he wants to
That
keep
one?
track of
It's
his
slashing.
spendings.
It's a sword.
Yeah, that's what.
So they're having an argument across the table. It's funny.
It's like,
Okay, so
You don't need these receipts. They're food. You don't need it.
tax deductibles. No, I'm totally kidding. It's not. That's not a thing for that.
It's your turn, child.
It's my turn. Okay. Okay, you're still in there, Keziah. You need to pay attention. You guys are moving.
Oh, hi.
Yeah.
I look irritated at the stuff that's happening in front of me. Because, for one, it's not helping me at all. And 2, I don't understand why this is happening.
Which is okay.
So I asked the Goliath what to do. What do you want to do?
Because the weird panda thing is talking to the dragonborn and weirdly.
If someone goes in
I actually have a plan now.
Okay.
It's better than me going like.
triple.
So what do you two want to do? Do you want to move away from the crazy?
Can she even squeeze through the tubes?
Yes, because those are broken.
Yeah, the tubes are broken.
So, they were like full amount of glass.
Yeah.
And now they're broken, so that means.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are those the ones that didn't get chosen?
Actually, there's actually 12 of these green ones. I just made them green because some would be broken, some wouldn't. Those are 4 that just never were to be chosen. Those are the bodies that are actually unconscious and everything.
I picked Fluff up
Oh, okay.
and I put it on his shoulder.
Do you want to make a deck save?
Yes, I will.
Wow. He's determined.
From my girl.
No, I'm putting.
She's putting
Putting you
you
on.
my shoulder.
She's moving me closer to my girl.
You really don't know what she's doing, so it makes sense for you to make a dex.
I got a 12. Plus 0, so 12.
Yeah, so 12. He would get away from you because
No, you're not.
he would get away from you.
He
So
like does a little flip and gets away from you.
you have a bonus action because
Would you take that injury as him not doing what you want because you're anger?
Yeah.
And you take everything personal?
Hold on.
Is this your wallet?
He has to process first before I am a Goliath.
Yes.
I'm a Goliath, so it has to take time to process.
She has to
A
find the
Goliath,
file.
stupid?
What now?
Oh, that makes
Like
sense with being Goliath.
Let's not interject the cousin thing yet.
Yet.
Yes. I approve.
The Goliath has to find the file.
Okay, so
I grab it again.
Okay. At this point, you're making a dex and you're making a dex save. You're going to compete your rolls.
So,
you gotta beat him.
you won.
Frick.
I won. I got a 17.
I got a nat 1.
He bolts over 5 feet away from you.
Don't you dare make her fall.
I wanted to grab it by the throat.
He bolts over 5 feet away from you. As you tried reaching down to grab it, it just kind of like.
He does the scared panda thing.
Scared red panda thing. Yes, I approve. That's what I do.
I can move.
Okay, so Kazai, is that all you're doing?
Cannon.
Yes.
Okay.
Cannon. That's what I do.
Where is he at? Like, can I
He's still adjacent to you. He's just 5 feet away from the Goliath.
can I see it?
Yes.
He's still flirting with you directly.
Does he have night vision?
Yes.
Wait,
At this
can we
point-
get out of here? Anything from my bell?
At this point, you will be forced to believe it because he is actually using a magical power against you. You are actually being charmed to get by him without realizing it.
By my
Really now?
boss. Yeah.
Your
But
pride.
remember, you still have to be prideful.
Yeah, but that's part of why he's working so well.
So you basically.
So basically, you're gonna just pick him.
So basically, you
have
basically
any
can
idea where to go.
you can pretty much pick him up and say, you're my slave now. You're gonna do what I say
Yeah.
and get me out of here alive. Makes sense for your character.
You call yourself my beast? Lead me the way out of here.
I approve.
So much for the Aiden ships.
You gave them to
No, he's still mine.
Get off me!
This is. Okay, so in the campaign, you two are together. Out of it, you two.
No.
No.
Yes.
Yes.
No.
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 No,
Not yet.
no, get off me!
Not yet. Give it another couple years.
What?
Okay.
Okay, can it be my turn?
I mean,
Yeah.
hours.
Yes, it is your turn.
Can I see what's happening in the room?
You are at the
Not
back
bright.
seat. You can see the room is now bright. You see people picking through weapons.
Alright, good. This is a perfect moment for me.
What? They're getting things?
Oh! I'm gonna go get something!
So you storm in the room, like all pompous, and you're like, you just walk up to the weapon crate and pull something.
Yeah.
and you pull out a greatsword, and you can't actually lift it. You're just like.
No, it's on the floor.
It's like sword in the stone right now.
Is it broken?
I'll work with it.
Did it get stuck in a stone?
I'll work with it as I'm dragging
Okay,
it across
so
the floor with two
you're
hands.
trying to force it out of the thing. It flips over, and it's going to shatter on the ground. And now it will only do 1d4 slashing, and it's just like the hilt and a little bit of sword.
It's like
I toss it and I grab another.
It's like the starting sword in Dark Souls.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
What was this one?
Iron sword. I don't know.
You are the DM.
I think that was the long.
Well, he had to put all of his stuff down so that we could pick the board up. So.
I think it may have been the long sword. Because I got
I'm just gonna use this thing's dice roll thing.
It's like, I'll work with it. Shatters.
Okay. He's in the martial.
I'm gonna get mad because you shattered.
And there's actually how many weapons in this one?
No, I kind of wish I didn't.
Afterwards, we're getting close.
16, 17, 18. It's 18, so just do a d20. Okay, so you get a whip. You pull a whip out. Pull a whip out.
Pulls it out so fast, it's so in the eye.
Okay, you got 2 draws. That's your turn.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I go over to the weapon crates.
Where are you? What are you?
He's the human. He's standing right on top of the weapons crate.
Oh yeah, you're right next to finesse, or not the finesse, the martial crate.
I reach in, pick a weapon.
16.
The warp pick.
Was it?
Yeah,
No.
yes, because there's 18 in the thing. Warp pick.
Okay, so you pull out a war pick.
A what?
A war
Warp
pick.
pick.
It's kind of like a warhammer, but it's pick.
It's a hammer on one end and a pick on the other.
Cassidy's weapon?
It's like you're playing Fortnite.
Actually, have you been on in the recent season?
Yeah.
The Red Knights or the Frost Knights pickaxe. That.
Okay. I know what you're talking about.
Wait, where did my
Can I have 2 weapons if I go again?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go again.
Okay. Just so you know, you only have 2 hands. You have nowhere to put them, so this will fill up your hands.
Yes. But I'm playing on the gluttony thing. Like, I'm like,
Yeah,
oh, this
you
is
never
sick.
do anything in moderation.
There's like keep hoarding things. Like,
Oh, yeah.
19. This is a random, so I can just. Let's say you pull out a mole.
What?
A mole.
I already gave you a reason.
What's that?
It's like a big
A ball on a chain?
It's like a big.
no, it's
It's the heavy two-handed.
Where's my plate?
Is it like a
if
flail
you
but a
Google
stick
search
instead
it,
of a
like
chain?
mole weapon.
It's M-A-U-L.
It's like a two-handed weapon. I'm looking it up with a spike ball.
It's like a flail but
It's like a warhammer.
It's like a stick instead of a chain.
It makes sense.
No, it's not.
It's like a flail.
Yeah, and this one
is. Yeah.
Supposed to be
And this one doesn't. This
never
one's
mind.
actually very basic design.
Never mind.
that a word?
Never mind.
Yes.
Like I said, hammer on one end, pick on the other.
That's a war.
Yeah, I was telling
Like you
you.
said, hammer on one end, pick on the other.
Yeah, that's Cassidy's.
That's
Yeah.
mole.
Yeah.
That's basic in
It's that, but with 2
Yeah.
hands.
Yeah.
You've got all
and
that space.
spikes.
I've got my little cubicle over here. You got your little cubicle over
Yeah,
here. It works.
I didn't think about that.
So you know what is a mall?
Shut up.
MAUL.
I'm trying to use the Google thing where you speak to it. It's not working.
Isaac, it's like this, but with 2 hands.
With spikes on it.
He wants to look it up.
Let him look it up.
Can it be my screen?
Okay, yes, we can move on to Sam.
Can I look for like a war pick?
Where are you?
I see his.
You. Okay, so you'll have to move over to Marshall.
Okay.
You're at what is the symbol?
Okay, move over there.
Okay, and you know, all
Again-
of you that are in the room saw her get close.
Yeah.
Her get what?
Close.
Close.
Oh yeah.
There's stuff in the other cabinets.
Because you guys are
Weapons
cold
are
and
so
wet.
much cooler. And weapons can be closed if you do it right.
Not in this
Well,
case.
Wait,
well, a
af-
shield can be
after
pretty
it-
good clothes.
Aiden,
You guys are looking in
these
the
were bought
wrong place for
specifically
shields.
you.
After I search for a war pick, can I go over to the clothes? After I look for a war pick, can I go over to the clothes? Or will my turn be over?
Okay.
No, you can do that. Yeah.
Seeing the definition of
Just those
So I
were
have
bought
to-
for these two.
Okay, so it took 10 squares to do that.
Okay.
So keep that. 10 feet. Sorry.
They were bought from who?
Because I know that you two like spicy and he likes spicy.
Okay. So
We're going to the
I like those too.
the talkies that we got, the 4 bags.
They're
Mole
at-
again.
They're
You
going
pulled
to
out a
be
mole.
at Cat's house for movie night.
Okay.
Oh, I
Did you find it?
It shows the
it
definition.
says the
Evil.
definition
We're
of
gonna go
mall
in there
is
and
that
grab some.
like a lawyer has a number of large hammers.
We were under the impression they would be here.
Search it in
I know Cat
if
kept
you
them
do
there for
images.
movie night.
Yeah.
Yeah, it only shows
a bunch of
hammers.
different hammers.
Yeah. That's what I
She
figured them
grabbed
all
them
was.
after I get
It's
rid
just
of
a
them.
large. No, it's a large warhammer, like huge, massive warhammer.
Oh, so it's
Nice.
a big hammer?
Yeah.
Nice.
I will get napkins.
So I got big hammer and a pickaxe.
Okay. I go. I walk. I have 20 movement. Can I go to the clothes?
The clothes are behind you, so yes.
Yeah, you just turn around.
Okay.
Do an investigation on trying to find some clothes that might fit.
10.
Sadly, you don't succeed in finding any clothes that fit you. Due to your very hairiness and muscularity, you cannot find any shirts that fit.
I get mad because they're discriminating. Whoever put that there.
How do you react to this anger?
I whack one of the
You just...
down.
Okay, so now the closet door is now broken. And, you still have movement. You can walk over to what looks like chainmail hanging on the wall.
Okay, I do that.
And go crushing on them. Basically, uncomforted love between the one and girl. That's still be
Chainmail's on this wall. Investigation check with advantage.
You're supposed to use your big one.
Well, it sucks. 16.
Sam, can I borrow the big one?
You find a chain shirt. So you get plus. You got. You modify your AC by 3 when you put it on.
And I can still go on the bed,
He should be able to because it's a chain.
Yeah,
So it's-
my
Yes,
Let's
the chain
go
shirt.
through it.
You can't do it if you're chain mail.
Okay.
Your chain shirt allows you to do it.
All in my turn there. So does that go in equipment or in weapon? Yes.
Yes. Well, actually, no. You could just put it in your equipment,
Okay.
and then it modifies your.
AC.
That was my mom.
Yeah. Why 3?
It's 2 in.
This is what,
You're not
yeah,
pretending.
this is what we're talking about. But that's okay because you're greed. So
No,
that
I'm
works.
gluttony.
Oh, you're gluttony.
Yeah, he's gluttony, so he can ditch it, but he never does anything in moderation.
What else did I get? I got a ball and
The spike thing.
The
War spike.
war spike.
I gotta change.
You're more likely to
War
keep
pick,
the
yeah.
war pick. Yeah.
Because it's small.
And both of them are not modified because they're not actually sharp weapons. So their damage does not change.
Okay, Dylan.
Whereas swords, damage does change.
Okay, Dylan's turn.
I'm gonna ask the Dragonborn.
You're almost standing underneath her.
Which does Dragonborn?
Hugo,
Here you go.
you're being spoken to.
Hi. Do you want to go with everybody else or our own way? Wink, wink. Wink.
Wink, wink.
By ourselves.
There's only one other exit to this room.
I head that way.
I fall back.
With 30. But I go, yeah, I go first. My hoodies.
And you're slower because you had to stand up. So you guys are both times you guys show up, you guys can stack your movement. So you will not have movement for your next turn. Okay. Is that it?
Yeah.
Okay. So it is your turn. Yes.
Right.
Picking up the
Hey,
belt.
what?
You need to pick up your belt and then put that on.
Okay. So,
And then I suggest you focus on trying to heal yourself after that.
Skills.
sounds good. So, the belt.
Yep.
Okay.
Doing later.
So now you roll a d10,
I know what you
and it's you heal your d10 plus your level, which is 1.
Okay.
4. So you heal 4.
So, back up.
Back all the way up.
There we go.
Yay.
You just in case you didn't know, you can't heal past your max. So if you got 5, it'd stop at 10.
Okay. Alright.
Okay, so that was her turn. It's your turn, Ben.
Well, let's see.
You were in the room when she got the clothes too.
I know.
Yeah.
So I'm right here.
Yes.
Yeah.
I want to turn around and look at what's on this wall.
Okay, so that's a shelf cabinet.
Okay.
You go over there and make an You go over there and make an investigation.
They are.
The male.
Well, the mind.
Well, no,
The
we
mind.
have the mind of a 12-year-old. We don't have the body.
13.
Okay, so you notice ranged weapons and little trinkets.
14. You're 20 years old.
Little trinkets.
You do evil times, yeah. This is part of your body.
Take a look and
Well,
see what kind of little trinkets they have.
Okay, so go ahead and make a history check. See if you can remember these things.
History? Oh, come on.
yeah, you drink.
5.
You got a 5. Okay, so you notice we need more basic than that. You notice a
Classified as
acid vial,
which is 814.
some arrows, like a stack of 20,
Well, you can drink it at
arrows,
any age, except
if
if you want to go public. Yeah.
blowgun needles, and
Yeah.
a crystal and an orb of some
Yeah,
sort, some kind.
It's only when you're in public. Yeah. They won't allow it. So if you're at a bar.
Shinies.
And
Imagine that.
Crystal?
Eat it.
I want to take the crystal.
Okay.
not really ID.
So add that to your.
No idea what it is, but I'll take it anyway. A crystal. What did you get?
He found a crystal.
Ooh. Add it to my equipment. Do I have enough? Do I
You're
have
greedy though, so they go
You've got
hand in hand.
5?
I'm greedy?
Yeah. Aren't you?
10,
I'm
20.
angry.
Oh,
Okay,
you're
yeah.
angry.
There's only one person who's greedy.
So I'm gonna.
Really?
Yeah, and it's
Hey, I'm
I
gonna.
apologize.
Come over here and
Yes, clothes.
find some clothes.
Okay, so you're scrummaging through the wood.
Yeah.
You're trying to find some good clothes. I mean, there's some wood shards in them.
Yeah.
Go ahead and make an investigation.
Well, I'm playing my part.
Yep.
9.
Okay, so you find one with like a couple like little things stabbing through it, but it seems like it looks heavier than usual, like a shirt. It's a dark brown. The substance you recognize as leather.
Sure. I'll take it.
Was the reason I couldn't find anything for me because my roll was bad or because there just isn't anything there?
There just isn't anything for your size.
Wow.
Because I is not going to be able to find anything.
You also can now add leather armor to your
AC and your
equipment and modify your AC by another +1 if you don't already, if you have a modifier already. So it should be 11 or higher.
No, it says 10 right now. So
Yes,
it's
so you
11.
just upped it up 1.
Another crystal. Okay, that's I guess pretty much.
Yeah, that's your
Okay,
turn.
girls.
My stuff.
Alright.
Yes, not time.
Yeah, the other two passed you, and they're leaving the room in another direction, not where everybody else seems to be happily getting things that sound like metal and clothing.
Clothing?
There won't be any other side.
There's not my side.
Out of character knowledge.
Nobody would know.
You don't know
wouldn't
that,
know.
so
you don't know.
you can't decide off.
Do you want to follow the two or go where everyone else went?
Go where everybody's making noise. Or go into the dark.
Bit of both.
I would suggest where everyone's making noise. It sounds like there's something to gain from there.
So we're gonna leave
Something to
them.
gain.
We're gonna leave them to go into the dark all by themselves.
Because the furry one can see. The furry one is helping the scaly one.
Thanks, Aiden. Now I've got other things in my hand. Shut up.
Okay.
I just realized only two of us have names.
To gain, because what is
The rest of us
yours?
have numbers.
What is your phone?
Yeah, and only one person actually cared
They're
enough
getting
to
stuff
look
you're
for
not
his
getting.
number.
I looked at my number.
I thought you said that you
Yeah.
told us.
Stuff.
I thought you said that we just looked at them.
If
I
you
mean,
go that
I said
way,
if you
it's
wanted
up.
to, you could.
Yes.
Oh.
Jacob, I looked
You
at
want to
my
go
number.
get the stuff?
Yeah, I know.
I looked at my number.
You did?
Yeah.
Okay, so both of you know your
And
numbers.
they're getting
Does Tom know our numbers?
or something.
Tom knows your real names.
When I
Okay,
when I
so
give myself a name,
They're gonna
I
go
look back
towards
at
the room.
Walk.
when I gave myself the name Fluff, I looked back
I
at
do-
the
I have
number. I was like,
5, 10, 15,
Some fluff.
20,
because I didn't want to say the number.
Walk.
I don't think they quite have that.
Yeah,
When
they
you
have
be
30.
15 forward,
Yeah, you can move cautiously. You can
Do you
just
want to go
move
move
15.
cautiously
They're
or do you
moving.
want to go?
They're doing their
You want to just
movement
go
together.
normally
Yeah.
or cautiously?
So
Well,
Normal
her
or
movement doesn't count. She negates her movement completely. Because she's sitting on the shoulders.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
The
I'm
gnome
telling
can't
her
carry the-
where to move.
Yeah,
But she can't see.
doesn't get any of your movement though. She only gets her movement.
I know, which
Okay.
is 30 feet. So I'm trying to count it right
Yeah.
now.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
I'm just trying to tell her the directions.
Oh,
Which
okay,
is-
go this way, go that way, go this way.
15 feet forward,
Then turn slightly to the.
turn slightly right and go 10 feet, and then 5 more feet forward. Alright.
Okay,
'Cause
I want you to also take
Also,
inspiration.
I'll get
You're
cold
doing
and fast.
awesome
Sure.
at playing a little guy who is obviously leached to a big guy. So,
Obviously, what?
girl,
Look,
little guy to a big girl.
okay.
Versus the other
wait,
one that's
wait.
the other way around.
Obviously, what?
Leached.
Ah,
attached.
That's your new name now. Is
no.
Parasite.
Take initiative. Wait, take inspiration.
One inspiration.
Inspiration is this.
So, one inspiration?
One.
Yes.
Okay.
So,
It's a point you can expend to gain advantage for a
Oh,
roll.
sorry, Papa.
So,
did you say that we have the knowledge of this?
So, you,
Yeah.
Basically,
yeah.
big
Okay.
woman,
Big woman.
You big woman.
go forward 15, slightly right
3.
10.
10
Two.
feet,
And
forward 5 more. Okay, she says okay.
Run through the wall.
Okay. So, can I roll for perception?
yes.
Awesome. I
You really want everyone to use it. I
Yes,
show you.
because then they'll get bad rules.
2.
I think I'm gonna.
2?
I found some that are like.
Your eyes are having a hard time adjusting to the light. It's now very bright in there.
True.
But with the 2, you hear a whirring sound off in the distance behind you.
She rolls for
Since the
perception.
little ones don't hurt
She can if she
they
wants.
often become darts out of
Would you
here.
like to see what's inside the room?
So when they start flying, you'll know why.
Right?
There's no scratching. And
6.
My die hates me.
You are having a hard time adjusting to the light. It's extremely bright, and you've been sitting in the dark for a long time. But you hear a loud whirring sound coming from the room that you just came from.
Shouldn't she be able to see like blurry shapes since she can see a little bit better than
No.
No?
It's bright.
If it was a 10, I'd see blurry shapes.
Alright, you're
I punched the wall.
Okay.
This stops the whirring sound?
Okay, so when you punch the wall, you hear this crack.
Bad idea.
And you hear something fall as you pull away. And then you guys all hear a voice like throughout the corridors. And it says, Clock 195! Clock 195 broken! And suddenly a magical light like appears leading towards where you guys are standing at this moment.
Oh, you're having the light.
What have you done?
No, don't go towards it. I would not suggest going towards it.
At this point, Tom is in a panic and he's saying, Everyone, please turn out the lights and hide!
I go
that's
bush.
easy for me.
I go.
Bugbear bush.
I turn into rock.
Well, it kind of works because she has rocky skin, so I guess you could count it as rocky terrain.
Nice.
They work together well.
Just a big hide in a pile of clothing.
You're a big wart on your shoulder.
Yeah.
Because I was
Rock
hiding
on her
behind her.
Because if you have any intelligence, you will now use your action to dash.
Can I jump into the weapons chest and hide in there?
If you want damage.
Because I have bonus action dash. Bonus action
I am
dash.
a bush.
Okay, imagine a kid of 12 years of age getting into a barrel with a bunch of sharp weapons.
Okay, she's bonus actioning dash, but she's doing it via her sight because she covered up her face.
What did you do?
Bonus action dash,
And
but
I found a corner or something and went like this and crossed the wall.
5, 10, 15, 30.
Is there a pile of clothing?
The gnome is on her shoulder.
As a rock.
Strength save. Strength save.
Yes.
yeah,
It does actually make sense.
I'm a bush.
19.
It's totally bushy.
and they both turn into a rock together.
Yes.
Okay, as you lean against the wall that you find, you notice it gives a little bit.
She's not listening.
As you lean into the wall that you ran up to, you notice it gives in a little bit.
Not good.
There's a beholder coming.
Just turn into a rock for right now and drop.
I'm a bush. I'm a bush.
There's a draft coming from it. Okay.
It is greasy.
Dragon. Do you want to pass your turn till we get to Dylan because he's leading the way? Okay, so before you pass, I need you to make a perception check. You are both startled because now there is a green light floating through the air, kind of like a strand of string, and it runs straight through you.
I've been killed.
Oh, look. I've been shot.
Oh look, I've been in.
And now everything within 10 feet of that line, is now dim light.
Because I
You got a
she gets the
13?
hiccups like Rachel.
Okay, so you hear a loud whirring and you notice this red glow coming from the corridor you're heading towards.
What?
Are you sure we're going the right way?
Yeah.
There's a red glow coming from the corridor you're heading towards now. And there's a green light coming from it.
I like it. I think it's
way.
cute.
This is the only other way to go.
Okay, adorable, because I doesn't like the word cute.
Wow.
I know a way to protect us. Don't worry, we'll be safe.
Oh no.
Instantly dead.
You make a great liar.
I got this.
Famous last words.
I got this. Don't worry.
Okay.
I can't even say anything that won't be held against me. So.
Okay.
Alright, so am I able to look through the item weapons one more time?
Yeah. You can just not care.
No, because I was planning on
Is the
grabbing.
light still
I was
in
thinking of grabbing a
As soon as
weapon.
we get back to me, we're going to.
I was
have
thinking of grabbing
Tom
a
have the
weapon
lights.
and then hiding in a pile of clothing.
Okay, so you're gonna jump into the cabinet, basically.
Yeah.
What's left of the cabinet?
The cabinet with the broken door?
Yeah. Like I said, what's left of the cabinet?
Because you have
Just
to
clothing.
the door.
Okay, so what chest? What? Which one were you pulling from?
I guess Marshall.
Okay.
My feet are killing me.
7.
I would choose a different weapon because I didn't get to choose with for the big dice. I don't care.
I had an original plan where they were all basic
Why am I
weapons,
thinking
but
of the relationship
I ran out of.
between the Goliath and the gnome as Groot and Rocket.
Kind of, yeah.
You found a lance.
Alright, I take it and I hide it in a pile of clothing.
Kind of, but not quite. But yeah.
Because what I did is
Rocket
purposely
really
grab
likes
all
to
the
take
clothes and
things.
made it into a pile.
Oh, so you pulled it all out,
And Groot
pulled it into a
sometimes
pile, and
goes
like
angry
pulled it on
and-
top of you.
And Groot has a limited.
It kind of just
vocabulary.
laid there.
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh, I was talking about the player, the character too.
so you're now prone. It will now take 10 feet to get up.
That's fine.
Yeah, I thought that was the lion person.
Oh wait, yeah, he's the cat.
She's protecting you.
So now it's in front of me.
The cat kind
Don't
of just
worry
like
about it.
pulled all the clothes out of there and just dropped to the floor right at your
Don't
feet.
worry about it.
Just like
I'm not sure who she's protecting now.
I have a plan. Can I grab a bunch of clothes and put it on top of the
I
weapons
didn't
in the
hear
chest?
Conti-
and
yeah,
go
it's
in the
continuing.
chest?
that would be your entire turn.
Oh my god.
Don't worry about it.
You're allowed to. You're allowed
I feel
to.
like I should
You
be
can't get in
looking
though.
at you. What
I
did you
can't
say?
what?
You can't get in yet
Absolutely
though,
nothing.
because you're busy grabbing the clothes, carrying it all over there,
Okay, now
dumping it in there.
Never mind that.
Relationship between the
Would I be
gnome
able to search through the chest for a different weapon
between the gnome
and get rid of them all? Like, put them all
Yeah,
down.
just drop them all, grab another one. You can do that.
And then jump and hide behind the chest.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna do that.
Rude.
Okay.
Sometimes goes angry. Yeah.
Which
so I was
chest were
sort of
you
carrying
looking
it
in?
Like that.
It was
And
simple
then-
or Marshall?
Marshall.
Marshall?
Dylan says, and
You got a
Groot
flail.
has a limited vocabulary. Oh wait, not just the player, but the character too.
Ow.
Wrong person.
Ah!
Don't focus on him. It's empty.
But there's still something in it.
Stop. You're gonna. Please stop.
Stop.
Stop. Because I act your age, not your shoe
No,
size.
it's Dylan's. It really is Dylan's fault.
You too. Your age, not your shoe size.
It was completely.
Oh my god.
That doesn't matter.
Wait, so I'm hiding behind the big chest now, right?
Yes.
I'm hiding behind it.
You're getting a weapon though, right?
Yeah.
Did you see what a flail is?
I don't see what it is. I know
A
what
flail
it is.
Okay.
is like a chained weapon. So you gotta swing it around.
What?
A flail.
Yes.
Yeah, that
It's like a handle with a chain and a ball.
is it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a mace.
No, a mace is the stick with the spikes.
Yeah.
They're often confused. They're often mixed up.
Flail has
Very
a chain
often.
between the stick and the ball.
Yeah.
The thing is, there's different kinds of flails.
Okay. It will take 5 feet to get back up.
Flail.
Either be a blade,
You're laying down.
either be a ball. What?
Your foot. You did.
Okay, so Sam, I'm guessing you're bushing right there.
There you go.
Oh well, I'm gonna ask Tom, if he knows us, what's my name?
Right now, in the middle of this crisis.
I don't want to wait
Yeah.
until my next turn.
Okay.
You know,
Um,
Hey Tom, do you know my name?
Tom looks at you and he goes, "Oh, right now, you were Bobby. You gotta hide. Well, you were actually something really weird like Barag, but you were Bobby."
Okay, I hide. I get my bushing and my turn's done.
So you can go ahead and write in Bobby.
Bobby.
Your name was something more weird, like you were Bobby.
Hilarious.
Dylan,
Perfect.
Dylan, what are you doing?
you're walking towards a red glow. And there's a green thread of light going straight through you two.
Okay. I pray
You just squat and pray?
to Helm, God of protection
Okay.
of the Forgotten Realms.
Okay.
To
So, religion?
To grant us protection through
Religion?
through this corridor area.
Religion? 9. Okay. So you literally, Belle is literally standing above you. You squat and start praying. And Belle just kind of looks down, looks up. And Belle, at this point, you have the choice to either make a choice on your own or follow this through to the end.
Because now he's
Belle.
He's praying. He's sat down and prayed right in front of you.
I'm running away.
Are you running to where everybody else went, or are you running
Yes.
towards the red light?
I'm running away towards them. Save my life.
I'm too pretty to die.
I'm guessing you're dashing.
Die.
I'm guessing you're dashing. So you get to double your movement.
That's so funny. Just leave. He's praying, so does he notice?
No.
So he's all alone now.
Oh,
Okay.
God.
I hope you die.
Wait, but since the
See
Dragon
you
Ball
later,
Great.
doesn't have...
lover boy.
Wait, Jacob.
That was... You sat down and prayed.
That is your movement.
See you later, lover boy.
Jacob. Since the Dragonborn doesn't have dark vision, he shouldn't be able to run so... Well, she shouldn't be able to run so...
Okay.
accurate.
Make a dexterity.
No, but there's the thread of light.
Make a dexterity save.
Hugo.
Here
But
you
it's
go.
still super dark.
Yeah, but it's dim light.
You're bolting in the dark.
13.
It's dim light.
Plus
Yeah, I'm not giving I'm not giving
It's just
13.
13. Okay, you managed to get there.
maybe
You're in the room.
Maybe.
You run into the room just as Tom is putting out the lantern, and you see this ghostly shape just kind of floating, and there's like the silhouette of robotic parts through the ghost shape.
which is Tom.
That's Tom's silhouette, right?
Yeah, it's Tom's. Well, what you're seeing is Tom's soul, and then there's a robot kind of like threaded through. So as Tom moves, the robot moves.
Okay, so we're back to Angela.
Not quite yet.
Oh, that's
Um,
right. We haven't. ended
You're
yet.
sitting there praying, and then you hear this thud, 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 and you're just kind of like, for some strange reason, you just decide that you need to like bend over a little more, like get down on your face, and you hear thud, 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 as this machine just walked right over you.
Tripped?
No,
No.
he just walked right over you.
Okay.
Didn't even recognize you were there.
The God of It saved me. Helm has saved me once again. Once again. When I say again, it hasn't saved me yet before.
Or has it?
Or has it? Mind blown.
Okay, so Angela, it is your go.
Boy, I dreamed.
Tom literally just kind of drops into this like he just like turns off his soul, and the whole body just flips.
Okay.
And so the room is now dark, and you're in the middle.
You can crawl under the table.
I'm gonna go off here first and this. I'm just, gonna be laid back. I'm just gonna watch. See what
You're just
You're
gonna
gonna
stand there?
You're gonna slide under the table.
What?
Do you want to slide under the table? Maybe make a stealth save?
I think so.
Okay, so stealth check. And that, it doesn't really matter. So just roll a d20 and then add your stealth. Which I believe you have +1.
No, doesn't she have advantage because she's a halfling?
6.
I guess, yeah, she would have advantage, but that probably works. This thing's not looking. It ran right over Dylan. On top of the fact it's not even coming this far, it's actually going to stop right there.
But we don't know that.
Yeah. Okay, so you're just kind of squatting there. You can probably see it when it comes into the corridor. I'd suggest just...
Maybe not because those barrels are in
the barrels are in her way. She's under the table.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, it's a very tall being. I'm thinking if she looks up, she might be able to angle just to see its head. She wouldn't be able to see what it's doing, but she'd be able to see it.
I'm 2.5 feet tall and I'm now crouching underneath the table. You think I'm going to see something like that?
Yeah.
Well, this thing's huge.
Because you can look up. You can still look up from the edge.
Like, you're angling through, it'd be through the weapon, so very distorted. You're not going to be able to make out what this is, but you'll be able to see this glowing head, basically.
Alright. Okay.
Ben, it's your turn.
Well,
Jacob, can I see your picture of
you
Tom?
probably wouldn't know that it was probably talking about it. But
So I'll be the
you
only one.
don't know now because I was before.
But once I came back, I'll be like the only one with that knowledge.
Pumpkin. What are you doing?
Okay.
You were told to hide, and then he dropped, like, dead.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how to play my character on this one.
I'm drawing the ghost of him inside of the robot.
Okay, yeah, I guess I'll just
So that people have a reference.
go over here and try to hide.
Okay, so go ahead and make a stealth check.
Wait, so none of us had to make a stealth check?
18.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. You're good.
Because that'd be behind.
Yeah,
what
you're
was
kind
left of the
you're
cabinet.
kind of hiding behind the cabinet on the wall, just kind of like.
Yeah.
You won't be able to see the creature, but you'll be able to see its glow as it enters the room. So Nicole.
Nicole and Kasaya, you're leaning up against that place with the breeze.
I'm currently a rock, so I got out of rock form.
You get out of rock form.
Yeah.
She's gonna stretch up.
Okay, so what are you doing?
You feel the
Because
shock.
you're not actually in a rock form. It's just basically you squat and then you look like a rock because you're that tiny.
So basically, I stretch out. Yeah.
She gets good.
Well, is the light back on the lantern?
No. But and the draft
No,
is coming
but
right up your back.
But there's a draft coming from the wall you're leaning on. If you make an investigation right now, you might be able to make out a little bit more. She can do an investigation from where she's at. Yes.
Because they're collaborating.
No, the light already
I would
left,
not
right?
suggest her jumping down 7 feet.
No, she said lie down the
She's-
back.
Because she's curled up in a ball.
I'm
Oh.
curled up in a ball like this.
Okay.
It's not 7 feet.
Yeah.
No, it's only like 4.
So that's only like a foot.
They're about half that.
Well, actually less than a foot.
Ooh,
Like
Michelle,
4 inches.
can I have one too, please?
I roll for investigation.
Okay.
I investigate the draft.
Okay, so go ahead and roll.
10.
Thank you.
You notice this is a door that's slightly slid open.
Yeah,
Okay.
and all my water. And all my water. Actually, hold on.
Do you want to get some stuff before going forward into the door?
My water here right now.
I'm telling you, the creature's still not there yet. Everything's dark because that creature is still on its way.
On its way.
Yeah.
I thought it was already there.
Not quite. It will have reached there and is doing something in the corridor by the end of your guys' round.
They're still close.
Okay.
They still don't have anything.
Tell others about door. Okay.
Yeah, I know. It was completely situational because they were trying to commit suicide.
No, everyone. Tiny gnome talking.
Where?
We're listening.
I'm not in the room.
In this corner of which me and the giant woman is, there is a door.
You're yelling this?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh god.
I don't want to actually yell, so I'm just saying it loudly.
Okay.
Oh, darn, no Bree.
No.
If
I want eardrums.
anyone is willing to barter their way out, I'm ready for
Oh yes! Inspiration so hard right now. You just turned this into your own game. Oh my god, yes!
What?
Yes!
What?
You don't get to go through the door unless you barter with her.
How big is the Goliath?
Bigger than you.
Well, she doesn't have a weapon.
7'5".
No, she doesn't.
But she is the weapon.
My skin is like stone.
She has a natural AC
Well, I'm
that's
a
higher
bush.
than all of yours.
Wait, what?
My
is it?
skin is like stone.
Kazaya, what's your AC?
I'm a bush. That's all you know. I'm a bush.
10. Yours is this.
No, you should have 11.
Oh, no, because mine is.
I have 10.
I have 13
Also.
because I have iron.
Mine's 11.
Okay.
So why is yours
His
10?
is 13.
Yours should be 10.
Wait, what? Oh, yeah, because you have scales of a dragon. That makes sense.
But
Oh no, I know what it is. You have damage resistance.
damage resistance.
That means you have damage.
Plus, she gets angry easily, which can sometimes work in my favor.
Again.
Very greedy.
Okay, so after that, I basically you're trying to barter their freedom.
Yes.
Wait,
And
it's that door,
Huh?
right?
no,
No,
it's
that-
that.
I listened
Oh,
to
how did
Tiny.
that we don't-
Yeah.
She just told you guys where it is, but you have to barter to get through.
We just named
She
it
just
out.
told everyone there's a door there, but you have to barter your way through.
Yes.
And the
Tiny
gnome
has
was
a
just
name.
named-
It's Tiny.
We were going for Leech, but okay.
Tiny.
Tiny leaf.
You can go ahead and add Tiny to your name if that's what you
What do you
chose.
think I did?
But just so you know, your name can get also added by the group, so you can get Leech added if people keep using it.
Gnomes go by like 100 different names at any one time. Just so you
Yeah, but you guys are all going by nicknames, so those will be written in as people come up with them.
Apparently, I gave myself a name.
Yeah.
The only one who has.
No, he's Bobby.
But he wasn't given that nickname.
No.
By himself.
Yeah. But
Tom gave him that.
Okay.
then I'm Bob.
so Kazaya, are you doing anything? She's trying to barter
I listened
their
to
freedom.
Tiny.
Okay, so you just bolt in. You hear a gnome saying, "You want to barter for your freedom, basically?" And
Yes, please. Please.
you still have no stuff.
You have nothing. Because you haven't picked up
Yeah,
anything.
which is why I'm bartering.
I got this, guys.
So, do you want to move over to them? Okay.
Dylan, that was funny.
What are you doing?
Last words.
What are you going to say?
Any famous last words?
Hugo.
Jackson reference.
Hugo, your turn's not
Why am I
over.
looking
What are you
at
doing?
this?
How are you going to convince them that you can go through?
I've come to barter.
I will be their servant.
Oh, you
Okay,
still got this.
so
Famous last
Tiny, you're
Tiny.
Tiny, you're having a bartering session.
With who? You. Okay.
Female.
Golden Dragonborn.
The one who
Golden
did
Dragonborn.
the beast.
Yeah.
What do you have to offer?
If you let me go through, I will be your servant / bodyguard.
I already
You
have.
have
Wow. She already has. She already has one.
I am.
At this point, hey, look at your features. You might be able to do something that might get yourself through.
Pride.
Remember, you think you're better than her bodyguard.
Oh, yeah.
You think you're
swear.
superior.
better. You're like, oh, I'm way better.
Deception check.
Actually, these two are the most powerful women in the game right now. So those two. Yeah. You two have the most power right now.
My perception was 17 plus.
Like, I mean, like strength power.
Me. What about one right over me?
No, your features.
If you were the one that fuck,
I'd see you and I'm just
protection save me.
if I was a robot, I'd just be like, you're dead.
But I lost the fighter first.
Aren't his scales, are her scales made of gold?
Are you talking about
Yeah,
dragon
they're
fear?
gold-ish.
Jacob,
They're gold
are you
colored.
talking about dragon fear?
Dragon fear, dragon breath, dragon wings.
Wow. See, it's in your feet.
You can offer her things because I can't.
Exactly. I can scare creatures away from you
For free.
from 30 feet away.
Yeah. No, just be like, roar, I'm scary.
Ooga booga.
Yeah.
You can scare them.
Okay,
You can
so
scare
you know what? This bartering session is taking a bit, so we're gonna give it a little time. We're gonna move on to these guys, and then when we get back to me, we'll finish this.
Alrighty, so this is what I do. Okay? I get up, I look through the clothes that I'm in.
Disadvantage? On
The
disadvantage.
clothes you're in, you're
So disadvantage trying to look at clothes that you're piled in right now.
Right.
I said
so that-
stand up and looking through the clothes.
You know the creature isn't gone, right?
I thought you said it was on its way.
It is.
So does that
We
mean
don't
it
know.
sees us?
Not
No.
yet. What he's
But that
trying
means
to
I can
say-
stand up,
Okay.
look, and then go back down.
Okay, so what are you doing?
I look through the clothes.
Okay, so go ahead and make an investigation for a.
He's trying to find something he can use to barter with Tiny. Because
Actually, no. I'm actually looking for something for myself and hiding back in the clothes.
And then you find something worse for me, sorry.
Me, I can always just like.
No.
You're smart.
13 plus 0, so 13.
So let's see.
I'll probably. I don't know.
I'm pretty sure I gave him armor for 13. So
You gave him leather.
yeah, which is armor. I'm gonna see if I can find.
You can just scare them. That's your ability, dude. Just scare them away.
Roar.
No.
That's what it
I can pull. Lift, drive. I can push stuff if I was a size larger.
You notice a leather shirt. That's like a leather shirt, basically. You also notice another leather shirt, but it kind of like has studs on it. Like there's some metal plating around it. And you notice this really thick padded leather.
Okay. So. It's a thick padded leather. Like.
Well, it's not. It's like hide, really.
Yeah, I know
It's
it.
leather and fur. And,
It's like probably like layered or something like that.
yeah.
Yeah. And I have to pick one out of the three.
Because you're kind of digging.
You
through.
can actually just decide to hold all of them. I mean,
Okay, I guess I'll hold all of them.
okay.
And then I'll
Wait,
just
what
go back
is
to the
your
pile.
what is your flaw?
My flaw is envy, so I'm jealous what people have.
Oh, because you saw him get the leather, so that makes sense.
I need the best of
Gee,
both. So
this
I'm
is
just
gonna be
wear it
interesting
all.
because both of us are ready.
Oh, okay. This will be
Leather,
fun.
come on.
It's my leather. No, it's my leather.
So, do I have time to sprint to Tiny and the Goliath?
Yes.
You drop a weapon and be like, here you go, because they're bargaining, and then like slide by.
You can attempt. Yes. Deck safe.
Okay, you're being
Passive
Tiny.
perception.
Alright.
What is your passive perception? You have to beat her passive
I'm
perception.
my inspiration.
I think
Okay.
everyone has 10.
10.
So yeah, everyone has 10.
No, there's some people who actually have. Oh no, nobody pulled that character.
No.
There's actually characters who have modified wisdom.
10.
You beat
So
him.
you hit it on.
Okay, so you immediately notice him dropping a weapon and saying, can I get through now?
No.
Wait, do you want?
You
the
don't
weapon?
have weapons though.
He's
Yes, I
offering.
know that. That's why I want to inspect the weapon first. To make sure it's
Which
under
weapon am I gonna drop?
That's up to you.
You have like.
You're like, now I'm gonna drop them all on her head.
Except for he's got to get up high enough to get off the
Grab the
line.
ball.
Well, the Goliath is.
The Goliath is still in the fetal position.
Yeah, so it's 4. So she's right now. She's standing on top of that. So she's 6 feet tall.
I mean,
I'm 6 feet tall, so that wouldn't be that hard.
Yeah.
Tiny does not want Goliath though. Because
Yeah.
Tiny wants to see everyone.
So I am the.
I have to act my part. Remember to skip that.
When Tiny wants Goliath.
What is it? The war pig?
Toss him across the room.
Yeah, just tell Goliath to stand up.
If Tiny doesn't agree with someone.
I need a phone charger, Mom. Can you get me one?
What?
I need a phone charger like a week ago.
Lightning cord?
I gotta go take it away from Boo. You wanna go
I
take
think
it
we
away?
know they need to do it. I don't find a way.
So can I do that? Drop the flail for a second and pick up the maul and just like.
The
toss
mall's
it?
all the way back at the
Oh, yeah,
crates.
the mall's all the way back there.
You dropped it already.
Ooh. Well, the war pig, you didn't drop that.
Can I throw the war pick at her and then run?
Disadvantage because she's right next to you.
Six.
You miss. You can make a dexterity save. Keziah, you may also make a dexterity save if you want to try grabbing him.
There's a thing flying at her head.
No, grabbing him.
Grabbing
He
him?
threw the war pick and now he's trying to use it as a distraction to get through.
Yeah.
They're gonna catch me.
What am I making dexterity save for? What am I making?
Your dexterity to catch him.
Okay.
Oh, but she can't see.
Yeah, but she can just reach up and
16.
Yeah.
Hey, because you're
I'm
huge.
screwed.
For what?
Rolling for
Dex.
dexterity.
Wait, do I have to roll against this?
Which I roll.
no, it's competing with your dex,
16 and 2.
That would be hilarious.
which I believe is 10, right?
Jacob.
Smack the human on accident.
Jacob. I rolled a 2 smack the human on accident.
No, not with a 2, but
So, but she
Now
had,
one,
a
maybe.
she had a 16.
she had a
Accidentally
16.
touched the human.
So you kind of like grab at him. What was your description of your character? Do you have hair?
I'm tall and muscular. It doesn't give me a hair description.
I imagine you have longish hair, so she grabs your hair,
Oh no!
and then with the 2 dex saves, she's just like, what? And she just kind of like knocks you just a little bit. Nothing bad
They
though.
kind of.
How big is the war pick compared
You
to
want
the
to know what
Goliath?
you do now?
In which direction? did she
It's
bite?
not very big.
Like,
It's like a toothpick.
He wants to know in which direction he got knocked.
Probably like one of those.
No,
In
you
order
didn't
away
get
from the door.
you didn't get like knocked in a direction. You just kind of got bonk. What?
Probably like the size of like a hammer. The hammer.
yeah, it would be like the size of a hammer for the Goliath, right?
Yeah, like an actual hand.
Like when the hammer nails into a board.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's, yeah. I kinda,
Can I tell her to pick it up?
yeah, it's kind
Yeah.
of moved up a little bit.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Here, here, we could do this.
I'm supposed to be under the table.
Yes. She picks it up.
There.
Okay. Sam.
I get mad because they're not letting me through the door. So
You're not
as
even
all
anywhere
of
near
this
the
is-
door.
All of that is happening.
Was that
I,
you
like,
need to be paying attention
Have my
because
top
Wrath is coming
in
at
the bush
Wrath.
form and just like run with my
supposed to
normal
be
legs.
kinda on the
you know,
dimwitted
it's not
side.
very bush-like. And then I just like try to get through.
And she's supposed
Okay,
to be on the
strength.
different side.
Strength save to all of you.
All of us?
All of you.
Wait, even me?
No, just people in the way.
20!
Oh,
What the heck? You're tiny. You're not gonna stop me.
You figured it out, Jacob. 12. She's Penny.
Jacob.
What are we doing it to?
10.
Strength save.
12.
What are we doing it to? Strength.
But I can
And it
push.
flashed through the table.
I
didn't it?
can
14,
push,
that's good.
drag,
Yeah.
or carry something if I was
What is your
size
strength
of-
though?
Oh, not 20 plus
What
2.
is your
22.
I got a 10.
No, what is your number?
Oh,
Plus
12.
3.
I got 22.
So
He didn't flash through the
17,
table, did he?
22.
No.
Okay, so I'm
Because I got a 17. Because
I got a 17, I got a 22.
I got 22. I got 12.
Okay, so you're all fine, but the bugbear tried pushing through you, and he just kind of like ran straight into the pile of people and just kind of bounced back like.
Nicole, a nat 20 is better than your modifier. So
Okay.
just always go with your nat 20.
So,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no modifier added to your nat 20. A nat 20 means success automatically.
Alright. And so what was the strength save for me? Why did I have to do strength?
Because you shouldn't have been able to do that. You all, had you failed, would have gotten shoved, and he would have gotten through the door.
Okay.
But none of you failed, and he just bounced.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
And the Dragonborn ends up knocking down the cabinet that was standing up there full of the special stuff.
What's the special stuff?
You don't know.
I
know. I kinda know.
Dragonborn.
As the cabinet crashes down, you hear a shattering like glass, and then a faint glow like shows up and dissipates almost immediately, like together, simultaneously.
I'm hearing a sizzling sound too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Our sizzling
Yes.
sounds too.
And sizzling sounds.
Okay.
Can I go to right on for this moment right now?
You want to stay
I know
away
what's
from the
happening.
sizzling
I'm
sound.
confused at what I just saw.
You want to stay away from the sizzling sound.
Okay, so it's your go.
I'll go first.
Okay, so I get up and I dust myself off. No, I am protected by helm, so I just walk all the way 30 feet forward.
Back to the
No, into the room
back to
Whatever.
with the ready low. Just 30 feet forward, not even scared or cautious. Just
You hit your head on the wall.
okay. Cool.
Set this over there. They need to go away.
Slithering color.
I need
How much
the
movement do I have?
none.
None? Did I like fall over?
I'll come back.
I was able to eat one.
You should let me through now.
3 bludgeon.
3 bludge.
How did the little gnome stop me?
There's a lot of shit on that.
Because there was people in the way. She was like,
Because the
none
little
shall
gnome has
pass.
mysterious powers.
She was like, you shall not pass.
Yes.
You saw a 225 pound.
Anybody else?
I am.
Well, her alone
I
would
will.
not have
Just
stopped
so
the.
I'm 45 pounds.
The fact that everybody.
Okay.
Hey, for your information,
Where
for
are
your
you?
information, I'm 45 pounds.
Great.
Out here.
Sam. I'll put this back.
Hey, I went sideways.
Still works.
Set that by
I still have an action, right, Jacob? I still have an action, right there.
I just got reminded that there was another stat I needed to keep track of. So you have now got 10 points of darkness.
Okay then.
You have 10
Even-
points, or you have 5 points of light somehow.
Wait.
Because I prayed to the gods.
Well, and you're walking
Wait.
with confidence. It's just a thing.
Did you remember to
Do
count
I
in the
self in
part
action?
where I tried to
Yeah.
help her?
Okay, I'm gonna do a perception.
Yeah, 5 health. Oh, I mean 5 light.
5 light. Okay.
I'm gonna do
Yeah,
a
5
perception
light and 10 darkness.
with my
No,
action.
it doesn't. You
With
may have
any
been
way
helping
that I
her,
can
but
see
you weren't
that
helping
it's
her for
possible,
the right
and I do
reason.
have dark vision, 60 feet of dark vision.
Alright.
Well, I was sort of felt pity for her, so I tried to help her.
Okay.
Sure.
So
You were just getting a minion.
Perception.
You were getting a minion.
Just look around.
Getting henchmen.
A large minion.
What'd you roll?
I haven't yet.
Roll. Master Blaster.
Yeah, there you go.
Straight roll?
Master Blaster.
16.
Wait, are you pointing at me or her?
Yes.
Look at you. You're the Master Blaster.
Why am I the Master Blaster?
Okay, you would have to watch Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome to understand that reference.
You guys have never let me watch Mad Max. Except for
Because
that
we don't
one
have
time.
it.
Oh, we can get it. I'm pretty sure it's in
What are we planning to do tonight? Oh yeah, watch horror movies.
Watch. Mad Max
Which
and
is
Thunderdome.
ironically, no, I'm just saying, we watch lots of weird stuff as a D&D group.
Yeah.
Which is ironic because Dylan planned this beforehand and
Oh, it's
yeah,
trying.
he didn't know about my campaign really. And that the ideas of this campaign came from jump scare horror games.
Well, I did know that though.
Is that why you planned this?
No.
That's what I thought.
It was just a coincidence.
Okay, so you can see that room-ish.
Okay.
Yeah, you notice the green line goes that way.
What all do I see other than that?
It's a room, doorways.
Nothing in it?
No.
Okay.
Clocks. Clocks on the walls.
Clocks on the walls.
None of
Do
them
I
are
see the
moving.
red light?
The green light. Yes, it comes from this corridor to that corridor.
The red light or the green light?
The green light. That's the light that's been there the whole time.
green thread.
Then why did she run when she saw the red light?
What red light?
There was a red light coming from this way.
The red light? That ran over you.
Oh, duh. Brain fart.
Okay, so is that your turn?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have no more moves.
So at this point, the clockwork berserker walks into the corridor, reaches down to pick up the clock, looks up,
We don't have VHS.
looks up, and it notices this pile of humanoids all in this corner.
And a book. Well, you guys are great.
And suddenly it just kind of goes into a locked position. It turns, like, the entire thing turns red, and it starts flashing.
So are they coming back?
Like a beacon. The light string now continues toward you guys, and it's now a yellow string.
Well, you guys are. Bye-bye.
That's for the cycle
Because,
because
you know, I'm safe.
There's a yellow thread that's aiming at them.
Yeah. It's part of my camouflage. I'm just a fur
Who are you
pelt.
looking for?
Your fur pelt
Is that
wearing
just like a...
some.
It's just what I'm using for the clock.
It's a placeholder.
I'm
So
just a pelt, guys.
you guys know it looks like the big thing in the center, but now it's like flashing, like its eyes are beacons.
Do I hear this?
You notice bright flashing coming from back there. Like, this is bright.
Like
And,
to where it lights up the entire room that I can see.
Yeah, you can see the flashing coming out in that room.
Lighting up that entire room. I don't even have to have dark vision to see in that room anymore.
No.
Okay.
No, actually, you'd more have disadvantage on sight because it's so bright.
Oh, okay.
I know what I want.
Here, this will be Alex.
I'm gonna take some damage.
Okay.
Alex isn't going to show up yet. Alex doesn't leave his room.
Logical thing.
He has plenty of minions. He has lots of
Hide
clockers.
in the pile of clothes that I'm ready.
Ouch.
Turn into a bush. That's very logical.
We don't have that. There's a whole bunch of
Tom
clothes.
needs to dye them.
I know.
We see you
I'm planning on Tom dying.
Tom?
What?
Are we not supposed to hear anything?
No.
from you?
No.
Then why are you saying that?
Nothing. We're,
Out of
we're having a
character knowledge.
conversation.
We're having a Yemen parent of the Yemen.
Okay, so it's your go.
Yeah.
At this point, you're perfectly safe to just hide there if you
Yeah,
want.
And you know what? I'm going to because I'm not volunteering to do anything else. That's me.
She's gonna hide.
Did that give you an inspiration?
Yes.
You should have another inspiration. You should have two.
I'm hanging close.
Okay, that makes sense now.
You should have two.
With the 3 leather.
Just so you know, the inspiration points can be expended before you make a dice roll to give yourself advantage.
Or if you
Okay.
have disadvantage, you can use an inspiration. Just go do a straight roll.
Yeah.
Like instead of disadvantage, go.
So you get yourself a better roll chance
Okay.
by using.
Hopefully.
Okay. So.
So I got one.
Oh yeah, I'm right here.
Yeah, you're hiding well-ish. You are like if more creatures show up, start shining bright lights in that room, you are likely to be found. But at the point the shadows are concealing you
Or
well.
you can have a conversation with your daughter.
Hi.
You forgot.
When are we supposed to be finished?
10.
Okay.
I'm gonna stay where I am for now.
We're ending it early today.
Wait, that was Tom. He was over here.
No, 10 is normal.
I'm just gonna stay where I am.
We started the campaign. I wanted it to be early, but
Alright.
you all died so fast. So fast.
Thank you.
I was the one that lasted.
No, I didn't.
You guys should
The original dex save was 5.
There's so many dice rolls. These crappy dice.
There is a yellow.
The original
light
dex save,
thread
once you guys all fell, it was
pointed
5.
at you guys.
Then I turned it to
something
10.
in the hallway.
Because originally it was only the people who got critical fails.
Is there a yellow?
And then it was 10.
Yellow thread is pointing at us.
And then it was 15, and that was the moment
Okay.
that.
That's flashing.
Did I touch the thread? Your turn.
It's just a light,
Takes me a minute.
so it's up
Like
to
a
you.
laser pointer.
It's up to you.
Yeah, it's kind
Yeah.
of like a laser pointer, but it goes through you. If you try to put your hand in it, it goes through.
Okay, so whose turn is it?
It's Nichols.
Two.
Oh, hey, Keziah and Nicole. You're up.
At this point,
Tiny
I'd suggest
hands.
probably just running into the room and closing the
I
door.
don't have a name. 33.
She needs to name you.
Because you're tiny and there's no name.
Large
33.
bean.
That's what it says on my paper. 33.
But you don't know that.
You didn't look at your.
Yeah, you didn't look
I did.
Yeah, she looked down while she was moping, and the gnome was sitting there going, "Your sister Boober, you must."
I gotta think my way through this.
Okay,
Okay,
it's
so
not going to dent the berserker that you guys are facing right now.
5 off the berserker.
Which one is the berserker? That dude?
Yeah.
do you just want to like stumble back through the door?
I'm not scared. I'm just
She has the warhammer. Or
Because I'm just doing what I was told. But I got a plan in mind, and you guys aren't gonna know about it.
Can I tell her
It's
to
all
pick up
good.
the
I have a
mace
warhammer.
or whatever it is that was dropped by him
That's the rule.
and go through the door?
Yes.
Was thrown at them.
Okay.
He dropped the.
What was the
It was the war pick that he threw at you. That's what you
no,
pick
no,
up.
no,
But he
no,
dropped
no, 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 the other weapon.
the one
He didn't.
dropped.
He didn't.
No, I didn't drop it. I just threw the one.
Okay.
Yeah, that's nowhere near you. So
So
no.
I already picked it up.
Yeah. So at this point, you probably just want to tell her to go through the door and close it.
Go through the door. We really don't need this complication. Okay.
Says the
Tiny
person who
says,
started it.
let's go.
Yes.
What kind of door is it?
It literally once it's closed, it looks like the wall.
Am I able to tell where the door is though?
How far are
yes,
you guys
because
going?
you
Are guys
all
just
were
going
already trying to
immediately
go
through the
through
door, or
it.
Are you guys gonna go through the door and?
Okay, so we go through the door. Can we just run forward?
Yeah. Are you going to take the time to close it? Because I'll reduce that by another 5 feet. Just the time to close it.
Well, if I close it, it would be
Okay,
like
so-
this. Literally, I
So give
walk
them
through and I
ideas.
close.
Yeah. So literally, as she's walking through, she's closing the door, which basically is one whole room itself.
It wouldn't be. This door is large, it's stone, and it looks like the wall when it's closed.
And it's heavy.
Okay, so you're just gonna close it with what action?
It's just
an
your
action.
move. We're just taking it from your movement.
Good idea. Good idea.
Except for it looks like a wall when it's closed. You didn't even know it was a door till you leaned on it.
I didn't know it was a door because of the fact that
No,
I
you wouldn't have
I
been.
didn't see it.
You wouldn't be able to tell.
I couldn't see it.
You wouldn't be able to tell.
You're not hearing me.
I'm hearing you, and I'm telling you, you wouldn't be able to tell it was a door.
You couldn't
Except
you
for your
wouldn't-
big butt got in the way.
You wouldn't be able to tell even if you had dark vision.
What are
Your
you doing?
big rock behind.
So that means now everybody else sees a wall and no door.
Right.
Okay. So she closed the door.
Okay.
And then can we continue running?
Yes. So that was 10 feet.
We run through the hallway.
They can go another 20.
I did. that was so that went all over Sam. So.
Can I roll perception to look around? Or investigation?
Okay.
15.
Okay, so it's darkness in this room again. There's no bright light leaking through anywhere.
Okay.
And there's this little box of a room right next to you guys if you wanted to kind of duck down into that.
They're helping you protect your
Yeah.
You're still
walkways.
running the entrance, I think.
Thank you.
Wait, did everyone go?
No.
No, it's
We're still stuck on the girls. As usual.
I love that face.
It's true though.
So we ran through the hallway. Instead of going like straight through, could we have gone like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
And that was like
do that instead?
Yeah.
Okay.
You could have told her to just lean right here. Or lean left. Lean left.
So lean left.
I'm dyslexic. Leave me alone.
Okay. Huh?
I'm dyslexic. Leave me alone.
I do what she says.
Okay.
He says.
he says.
Kinda says.
Yeah, you guys need to work on that.
What?
Naming you.
I'm trying to figure out a name for you.
Do that
Let's call her
mid-turn.
Go. Hugo.
I don't know what to do.
Hugo, go.
Just think of something. Hide.
I charge at the door trying to get past them.
Okay, so you charge through the door. Strength save to Isaac.
You charge to where they were.
Strength save.
It doesn't work here.
18.
So Isaac just kind of shoves down a little bit, and you charge through the door, taking 1d4 bludgeoning because you went flying through and you fall prone. Because you were expecting resistance on that door, and there was none. Really. I mean, other than the door.
You said it was big and stony and
It
hard to
is.
move though.
But he's big.
But he was expecting. He's big.
He's expecting
He's
to
stone.
walk on it.
He was expecting you guys to be holding it closed. Because he said that she was going to just burst through.
So
she was expecting her to be holding the door
Yes.
shut.
Yes.
She was expecting her to be holding the door shut.
Yes.
So did
she
the
burst
door-
through a door.
Yes, and fell, and you took 2 bludgeoning.
We're going to Genova right now. Can't think what gender we are.
So the door's pretty much open, right?
Yeah, it's wide open now. And there's a golden dragonborn laying on the ground on the other side.
Okay. Well, this is what I do. I put on the studded leather armor. Okay.
You do not. I mean, okay, sure.
Okay. So I put that on.
Oh, sorry.
And what I did is that I helped
Is there any other
picking her up while the
Can I get another?
right in there. Do I need to make any checks for the
Anything else?
lifting her up?
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You did not get through the doorway. So you either sprint for your action and leave her, or you try to help her.
That's what I'm doing.
So you're going to do that instead of getting in the doorway.
Yeah.
Okay. So he helps you up, Hugo.
While still having the two other sets of armor on my shoulder.
Okay.
I see the pile of clothes that he just ran out of. That's too far for me, isn't it?
No, you can sprint across the room to it. There's a guy hiding kind of behind it, behind the
He's
cabinet.
standing right next to.
No, he's here.
I'm right next
So
to
he
the
can
door.
sprint back towards there. Yeah.
Close enough?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's not a big room.
Okay, yeah, go hide in the
Close?
clothes, yeah.
Okay. Stealth save, stealth check. And you're prone, so.
I just realized that I didn't even do any stealth checks.
17.
That's because you're white. The majority of the clothes is white.
17.
Oh, okay. But there's some leather.
Yeah, but your fur.
Oh, okay. I guess that makes sense.
17, and then I also can I look for clothes?
I guess, with disadvantage because you're like in the clothes looking for clothes.
Okay.
It's like laying inside a laundry pile and going, "Oh, this is mine."
10.
At this point, the excitement, you have all started sweating, and you know, yeah. 10.
The song is called Sad.
Yeah, you find a heavy shirt. It won't affect your AC, but it's close.
Oh, okay.
Is a bush normal in this place, or would they?
You're in a cave.
Why?
A cavern, a dungeon.
So they just see
A
a bush
dungeon.
like
Moss,
that's not
maybe.
supposed to be there.
Probably.
Stonella.
Yeah, still not.
The door's open, right?
Yeah.
It's like Cinderella.
I walk through the. Can I get through the
Yeah.
area?
Yeah.
I
You can
need
step over the.
Okay, I
Goliath.
go through and then shut the door and
So,
hold it.
strength save, Aiden, strength save.
For what?
Yeah, you're getting shoved.
You're
Getting
getting
shot?
Shoved.
Oh. I was like, wait a second.
And Hugo, you too. Strength save.
14.
What was it, Hugo?
I got 11.
Roll a competing strength.
I got a 14 as well.
I think it's 20 mod.
Yeah. Okay. So you both get shoved. Take 2 bludgeoning, and you are now both prone as the bugbear shoves his way through.
Dang, I don't like this guy.
And then I close the door.
I really don't.
Okay, and you try, but as you cause 3 bludgeoning damage to Hugo, you realize you can't close it because the Dragonborn's in the way.
Can I like?
You have, so it's 2 and then 3.
Just use the Dragonborn as a shield.
So, I
That's 5.
started out with
That's
10.
just
I lost 2 from breaking through the door. Do I lose another 5?
Yes.
Yes.
Jesus Christ.
He tried shoving your leg. He tried shoving your leg in the door.
Wait, didn't I help him up though?
Okay, now
Yeah, and then he shoved you both over and tried closing the door on the dragon.
I take an offense that he's in the way of the door.
You're gonna die.
I think it's called karma for ditching me.
Oh.
Do I have?
Jacob. Giant Goliath lady has name now.
Okay, we'll work on that later.
Can someone heal me? I'm at like 3 health.
You have your own action where you can heal.
Yeah.
I
Does
should
that
be
have
able
to be the
to
end of my
price.
turn, or can I do more?
Hmm?
Can I do more? Or is that?
No, you're done.
No, he can sprint. He
no,
has.
No, because he just had to fight with
No,
them.
it was just a run through.
I just
And
want
then
to
he
big
tried
enough.
shutting the door too.
Oh, you're right, shutting the door. That's what took it.
I was gonna
Done.
Actually, no.
Okay, so I don't.
trying to play this smart game so I know a way back. My character will follow the green trail.
No. You mean the yellow trail? And that's fine. Oh,
I thought you said it was green.
it was.
It was.
And then it changed when the thing went beacon.
Oh, okay, then yes.
Okay.
Like I said, trying to
Well,
play
you
the
don't
smart
remember
game.
that.
Movement speed of 30.
You don't remember,
So
you
that's
don't
10
remember
feet.
any of that.
Wait, which way are you going? The way back or the way forward?
Forward.
If somebody else comes with an name for me, or
We're
another
exploring
name,
more.
and if somebody else comes up with another name.
Okay. Okay.
And then a perception check. Right?
Yeah, your name's still. Even though.
I have nowhere to hide. And I did so confidently.
Yeah, you're not getting the modifier yet, dude.
Do I heal my? Can I heal myself? Or
You're still getting.
I'm so
Yeah, but
confident though.
can I heal others?
it's now turned into a stairway, and there's a bright glowing coming from it. Bright. Even brighter than before.
You want to go put him in his room?
You know what? Let's just say you succeeded. There's a huge, loud, it's like a horde of clocks are running at you right now.
I lean up against the wall like,
Okay, that took a dark turn.
what's going on?
The horde of clocks?
Yeah.
You're just gonna. What's going on?
Down.
Okay. Okay, so you're standing there, and
We all die first session of the campaign.
What's going on?
I know this.
okay. So, was not expecting this turn of events. I had safeguards against dying, but not against.
Stupidity.
You did this yourself, Jacob.
I did.
You did.
You gave us a
Like I said, trying to play the smart game.
should have put a door
Not
there so
succeeding,
we could
but
go
trying.
Wait, what did you say?
You should have put a door.
Right there, so we didn't know there was a path there.
Okay, so just to kind of speed this along, you all hear this voice come on the comms. You see all this horde of clockworks just kind of stop in the doorway. They all look down, go beacon, and you hear a voice say two things: "Time, we have no time. Get the clock fixed, or Jen will be released." And that guy is not ready. Put him back in his chamber. And you just lost your character.
Oh.
You went the wrong way.
Your boyfriend died.
Yes!
I'm offended. I thought we had something there.
He even knew. That's sad. Well, he's not
So he
dead,
goes
he's
back in
back
his
So,
little in a tube.
We're basically going, as soon as you hear that,
He's not right.
the people who were trying to fight to get in the door do finally get everyone through the door and close. Then the people who are hiding are hiding, and basically over a little bit of time, everything goes dark again. Everything calms down. You heard the voice say, "We have missing subjects. Keep your eyes out." Clock 1:43, I think I said that the clock is fixed. They have it back on the wall. It's not moving. And it's all dark. You guys probably all sit in this room back here. And Tom ends up activating again. And he asks, "Where is Sensu?" Jam 101097 here. Just saying. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed this content, please like, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching.